Yo, so this is like so Poggers Champion, everyone. Hello. I finished my form. Sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm finally here. Some of you have no patience whatsoever, and that means it's time for a beating. Yo, hello everybody. Hi Harper, Hot Chick, Firemaker, JonJonH, Peach, Random, Blazin, Undercover, Apple, Kawa, Crayons, Taco, Kuya, Nimby, Orange, Mold, Kuma, Goose, Sin, Fox, Mimy, Mokosh, Atoll, Kami, Thiago. Spicy Wings, hello, Sully, Silent. Hello everyone. Yeah, so like I was saying, anything can be live chat if you're brave enough. Just think about it like this, okay? So on the internet you talk to people, right? And in real life you talk to people. So what's the difference? Question mark. Avendros. Pow. Hello everybody. Welcome. Green. Interesting. Yeah, so this has been life advice with Cera Luceria. What is real life? Exactly. No. Your inner thoughts must stay in there. No. Just think about it like this, okay? What if real life is just fake and everything is just part of your imagination? When you think about it like this, then you will never ever fear ever again. I get more time to think about what to say in chat. Noble, that is so true. I prefer like texting people than like calling people, and I prefer doing like essays over like presentations because I get to think about what I say and I don't stutter or like trip over my words, and I can sound a whole lot more intelligent through text. But you know, I think that's just a skill issue. You can't just admit it. You can't admit that. Going, ooh, teehee, pedo. Why not fly with your IRL coworkers? Why? Because they're lame? Yeah. Why? Are they gonna call HR on you? It's not illegal to be cute. The main difference is access to emojis. Yo, well, you just have to practice, okay? Make your face the emojis. Be really, really expressive. Okay, you know what? It's really funny because I actually... I don't know if it's autism or what, but I'm actually very expressive with my face. Maybe it's because I kind of have to be expressive when it comes to VTubing. I have to like pilot the model, right? So I have to make more exaggerated expressions. Hi, Stray. But whenever I'm like at work or at school, people are always like, "Man, Sarah, your facial expressions, you're so expressive." I was in this one class that everyone hated, by the way, because the professor was absolutely horrible and everything that came out of his mouth was just like a what the fuck moment. And we have like weekly Zoom meetings, so we have to turn our cameras on for that meeting. Hi, Firehill. Hi, Jiang. Welcome. And people are always like, "Sarah, we always watch your face because you always make the funniest faces to whatever the professor is saying." And I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment. Like, should I not be doing that? Like, obviously I know when to hide my emotions, but I really want to get the point across without having to say anything that that guy is an idiot. Hi, Ball. Okay, I just have to get my point across. Hi, Trion. I don't know if it's they love me or they think I'm a joke. I don't know. Yeah, my face is just so captivating. I'm like, my biggest fear is joining a Zoom meeting and then picking the wrong webcam and then having my VTube studio show up. First of all, I would be doxing myself, but I don't think like anyone knows who Cera Luceria is. I think everyone's just a normie, so they wouldn't even know what VTubers are. But can you imagine joining my Zoom session and I'm like just a big titty green woman? It's bad enough, okay, because they have to see my setup. With my webcam on, they always see my microphone and my mic stand. And whenever I meet new people, they're always like, "Oh my god, Sarah, are you a streamer?" Well, people don't really ask about streaming because I guess they're normies. People are like, "Do you have a podcast? Are you a podcaster?" Or like, "Do you play video games?" Why you're streaming cartoons? It's always so embarrassing because it's like I don't know what to say. When people ask me, "Do you play video games?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I like to play a lot of online games, so I have a really good microphone." And then they're like, "Oh my gosh, what games do you play?" "I play FIFA." And I'm like, "I don't play FIFA. I definitely do not play FIFA." Yeah, I need to just use an Xbox mic. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, you know, I play like League of Legends." And they're like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why would you ask me when you don't know what games are anyway?" I did not know that like those sports games were so popular. Like normies love those games. Like the PS5, like normies buy the PS5 just to play sports games. I like cannot wrap my head around that. It's so expensive, and what? You're playing sports simulator with your sports Oshis? Like, sorry to any normies in chat, but you watch VTubers, so I'm sure you're like not really a normie. Yeah, how can you have so many different versions of the same sports? Why do you need one every year? Benny! Hello! Ako ako! No, you're right. Speak your truth. Yeah, and apparently there's like also like sports gacha games where you roll for your sports Oshi. Like, it blew my mind. I already think it's crazy that I spend money on PNGs, but they spend money on like an image of a real life person. How was your stream, Benny? I saw you were drawing your emotes. Very cute. Sports gacha, my favorite is Uma. I guess that counts, but like in the normie sports gachas, they don't have cute anime girls. Like grown-ass men spending thousands of dollars on, I don't know, Ronaldo, the only sports guy that I know. Oh my gosh, Benny, you're so productive. I could never. How do you ever get anything done on stream? I tried to do a lot of like work along streams before, but then I just get like way too distracted because everyone's a freaking yapper around here. Thank you, senpai. I hope you're taking care of yourself too. Oh man, you know, I wasn't raptured, so I don't know if that's like good or not. If I was raptured, I wouldn't be here yapping, so we take that W. It's okay, I wasn't raptured either. We didn't make the cut. No, you're right. No wonder we didn't like see anyone important to us leave, because we're all VTubers and everyone here is a VTuber enjoyer. So none of us made the cut. I'm so sorry. God said fuck you. That's okay. I'll yapture you. Same thing. By the end of this, you'll be dead anyway. You know, I was not prepared. I woke up and I saw I saw people talking about this on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys on about? And then I learned that we were supposedly supposed to be raptured today, but sorry. I've sinned way too many times. It's okay, next time. I'm sure there's a Rapture 2.0. As long as God doesn't graduate. Am I allowed to say that? Sorry, you know, I'm just saying stuff that comes out of my mouth. I don't know what's appropriate or not. I have no brain cells. If you think about it hard enough, God was the first VTuber. You're fucked. Oh my god, wait, what's Jesus's PL, guys? I don't know Jesus's PL. Oh my god, somebody needs to stop me. But don't worry, anyone who would get offended by this has been raptured today, so there's no one left. Oh, wait, you're right. The Holy Spirit. Oh, I guess I've been following him for a bit. I just didn't make that connection, you know? Yeah, have you heard? His Oshi mark. Why don't I see any of Jesus's Oshi marks in chat? I just know he redebuts at Easter. Is this okay? Isn't he on hiatus? He's got 12 mods! Dude, have you heard? One of his 12 mods, like, doxed him. Like, doxed all of his, like, DMs and his face. Oh my gosh. Doxed the fact that, I don't know, Jesus had a girlfriend this whole time. Oh my gosh, this is why you have to pick your mods really carefully, okay? And like, don't talk to your mods. Why would you talk to your mods like that? Yeah, rookie mistake, Jesus. Never do that again. Google Docky, yeah. Oh, what are we doing? This is not appropriate. Stop it, you guys. I know, I can't believe he had a girlfriend this whole time, and I fell for the BFE. Like, saying stuff like he loves us and like we're all his children or whatever. Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it, guys? Never trust VTubers. They're all whores. I'm sorry. I repent. I repent. I'm sorry. You think Jesus does ASMR? Maybe in like, I don't know, if you step foot in like a confessional booth, you can hear some Jesus ASMR. I don't know how it works. Jesus BFE ASMR. Oh, we only have one male VTuber in chat that can recreate this. So Koaku Senpai, I think this is your calling now. The Jesus BFE ASMR. So what you're saying is Thiago, shh. Don't give people ideas. Don't give people ideas. Bad, but thank you for the soup. You can find... No, Jesus has incredible merch, okay? He has like his whole jewelry and accessories line. Oh my gosh. He has like, I don't know, whole bunch of merch. It's everywhere. Man. One day I'll be as successful as Jesus. Yeah, Jesus has been corporal this whole time. The church is a mega corporal, guys. You know that, right? My whole family got his figurines around the house. He only streams on Sundays. I can't. Oh my god, you're gonna get me cancelled. Now I'm never gonna get raptured. Are you happy? Oh my gosh. Man. Well, I'm waiting for the Jesus BFE ASMR, okay? I mean, if the ladies in chat want to take a stab at it, I'm down for it as well. MFA 3DO ASMR Jesus forgives you. Roleplay. Maybe a little bit of yandere. Bread and Fish Cafe collab. I'm not about to make that my first ever ASMR. Why not? Imagine the collab. But don't worry, if you're worried about like pushback or like getting a Google Docy, don't worry, because like I said, anyone who's about to get upset over that has been raptured already. So it's all the degenerates that are left over. Don't worry, you're good. Trust me. Trust your kohai. I've never lied on the internet. For Christmas, can you do POV giving birth to baby Jesus? Okay, but what if, Benny, have you considered we make this a collab? And you know, regardless of what she says, it is still kind of a collab, right? Oh my gosh. Nobody watched this stream. Write that down. Stop. Jesus is gonna copyright us. We can't. Jesus is probably like, hey, can we copyright this? Who's your Pope, she? Unfortunately, I don't know too much about the popes. The previous Pope that had like that meme of him holding things up on Twitter, like the images of him that you can edit for the one where he holds like, I don't know, a baby up. That one is silly. I like that Pope. I'm dead. No, you didn't get raptured. Stop lying. Jesus has a turn the other cheek taco. Oh. Yeah, no, we don't want to get copy strikes by Jesus. The Pope is from the Rifle Corps. Damn, how many corporals are there? Don't answer that. There must be so many. So, I'm not religious, but some of my family members actually are. I just don't know too much. I don't want to be like, I mean, I'm already being very, very silly with it, but all in good fun. Just suggest, just a joke. Don't cancel me, please. You're right, they do have that cute little girl mascot. The one with like the raincoat, right? Very, very cute. A little sacrilege, never hurt anyone. Yeah, no Google Docu, please. Please, 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 please. I'm recommending you to my pastor. Don't do that! Now that is fucked. There will be no pastor for you to recommend me to because they've been raptured. I'm safe. Yes! Who are you? Girl, I don't even know, man. Who the heck am I? Alright, so that was not how I was expecting to start stream, but that was certainly a way to start. We definitely started. That was a stream of all time, alright? A fandom war. Okay, now that's insane. Yeah, I was gonna talk about next Ceravant ASMR is going to be Jesus themed. Okay, so the Ceravant ASMR I have attempted to record it like 5 times, but I'm gonna use my new microphone, and I don't know what's up with the SR3D, but I've had it out of the box for a few days already. But the ears, the fumes on these ears, the fumes are so strong. I don't know what they're made out of, but I'm feeling a little hesitant to, you know, be sniffing it and licking it and making out with it. So I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit longer. Yes, very sweet Ceratonin offline download, and was like, this is for the SR3D, so I was like, oh, let's go. So now we have an SR3D, guys. Yeah, it needs a bath. Yeah, I've like cleaned it and everything. I've used like alcohol wipes, but still smells very, very strong. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna air it out a little bit longer before we do the recording. But I've tried to come back to this so many times already. But very cool. I really like this. I think now I'm catching them all, guys. One day I'm gonna get the Coup 100. But I have the 3DO. I have the NT5s. I have the Seraph Pro, and now I have the SR3D. So, impromptu mic review. I haven't tested out the audio for the SR3D yet, but I have spoken to Miss Miori, so she's gonna help me with the settings on this one as well. But out of, obviously not counting the NT5s, but this one is probably the lightest out of the bunch. The SR3D is the lightest. It feels really nice. It sounds, the hard shell sounds really nice. It's very, very light, so I think I might just hold it when I'm doing ASMR instead of putting it on a stand, because then the tracking is a little bit better for my model. Yes, I do have the Halo mic. I have it's a Seraph Pro. I've been using that for most of my ASMRs. I don't put the Seraph Pro in the title because it's too long, and then I can't put like tags and other stuff in it. So the ASMR streams that aren't labeled like 3DO or NT5, those are the Seraph Pro, which are the Halo mics. I really like them. But I think the NT5s are labeled, and the 3DOs are labeled as well. So that's how you can differentiate them. But yeah, the SR3D is the lightest. It's just a rectangle, nothing too impressive, but it feels good. The ears are kind of sticky. They're kind of like the Seraph Pro. So after you touch it, a lot of like dust and fluff rubs off on it. So you have to clean it quite frequently. And I think it's kind of hard to do like just dry ear rubs with just the palms of your hand, which I guess is a little bit annoying compared to like the 3DO. The 3DO is very smooth, so ear rubs are much easier on the 3DO. But the 3DO is very, very very heavy. I used to hold the 3DO because it was too heavy to fit on my mic stand. But hi John, welcome. Hi Cockman. Hi Jed. But yeah, 3DO is just very heavy. It's very clunky. It's not like super duper heavy, but it's definitely like you need a weighted stand for that. And I don't know, I think quality wise, I think all three holds up quite well. But obviously, with the 3DO being a bigger company, the presentation is a lot better. When you get a 3DO, it comes in a big metal case, a very good quality case. It's packaged really nicely. The SR3D came in a very, very tiny box. It was just slightly bigger than the actual microphone, which I'm like, oh, is that safe? Well, it's not broken, so I guess if it works, it works, okay? And the Halo mic came in a really cute box. I was the 100th customer actually, so the owner decorated it really nicely. Yeah, so I think all three are quite nice. Good night, Chian. The NT5s are also... I love how we jumped from Jesus to ASMR microphone reviews. But obviously the NT5s, they're Rode. So very, very big company. Wonderful microphones, very high quality. Yeah. Hi, Hunt. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell the difference. I think you can definitely tell that the Halo mic is homemade, which there's nothing wrong with that. I actually love that. It's very, very cute. But you can tell that like one person produced it, right? One person went into all the trouble of making it. Then with the 3DO and the Rode, it's like more professionally made. Obviously they make a whole ton of those. And I can't really tell with the SR3D. It has more of a Seraph Pro vibe. I think you should have enough mics to swim in them. I know, but I'm missing I guess the king. Not because of quality wise, but because of price wise. I mean, obviously quality probably really good, but I don't know, I'm missing the king. I'm missing the Kun 100. I don't even feel like I would be able to put it to good use. Like, I don't have soundproofing in my room. And I honestly, I don't even know if I could use that. Big head, big dummy head. Yeah, it's very expensive. I wonder what the Crew 100 is, and I don't know. I've never even seen one in real life. New sub goal? Guys, we're not gonna do that. If I had that money, even if you guys gave me that much money, I would not use it on a microphone. I'm gonna be real. yeah, right? I could get a I could get like 2 really good PCs with that money. And if you use the 3DO or other ears to talk in your... So you want me to die. You want me to be an outcast. You want me to be ostracized by society. So real. Yeah, I looked into like renting them and I don't think I can rent them here. Yeah, you give me that money and I ain't spending it on a Crew 100. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Most of your tuition? My tuition's pretty pricey, guys. It's not most of my tuition. ASMR is that expensive? No. It's just that if you want like... That's like the top tier equipment. And a few ASMR artists do have it, but I definitely don't think like... I don't want to say it's not worth it, because it is worth it. It does make a difference, right? The sound quality and stuff, but... it depends on your priorities, right? I think like the custom ones are really cool. I've seen a couple of people do it. I've talked to Alias about hers before as well, and I think that's really cool. But personally, I don't see the point in having a big dummy head. It gets in the way, it's clunky, and I can't assure that the sound quality is good, right? If I'm just jamming the microphones in a dummy head, like, I don't really want that experience. Thank you, Z. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a sound booth. Where the heck am I gonna put a sound booth, guys? Also, that sounds like hell in the summer. We already have dummy heads? Exactly. We already have dummy heads. You guys are my dummy heads. The dummy head do any difference? Actually, I don't know. I think it depends, right? Like, if you really know your sound design and stuff, maybe you could enhance, like, a mic to make it sound better, but I don't know anything about that, so I wouldn't be able to do anything with that. But maybe it could also just be, like, for the immersion? I don't know. People doing ASMR. I literally already have to do that because my streaming room gets so hot in the summer. I don't want to turn on my fan for ASMR either, so I'm just like sweating my balls off, except I don't have balls. Or do I? Do I? So I cannot imagine having a sound booth. Like, huh? Do I want to die? I mean, maybe I'm just saying all of this because I'm jealous. Maybe I do secretly want one, but I'm just jealous. Yeah, but I don't want to open my window either, because then, like, people can hear me, and, like, cars, you can hear cars and stuff. But in the summer, I have to do it. I have to keep my windows open. Yeah, what if this is all just copium? What if I'm pretending like I don't need it, I don't want it? When I'm actually fuming on the inside. How do you know your favorite streamer isn't wearing a diaper? Well, you know I'm not wearing a diaper because I go pee all the time. I don't get how people can stream for so long without having to pee. You don't have balls. You just said you sweat them off. Okay, but like they regrow. Your balls don't regrow, Taco? Oh. Weirdo. That's true. Even if I had that money, I would use it on something else. We know you have balls, the cat. Oh yeah, you're right. I sweat my cat out every time I get really hot. He ran out of ball budget. How do you apply for more? Do you need to get a loan or something? Maybe you just mute while you whiz in your diaper? Okay, but like diaper rashes, those aren't fun. And how would I know about this? Okay, I don't wear diapers, but as a woman, sometimes you have to wear a pad because tampons are scary and I don't know how to put anything up the vajayjay, so I wear a pad, okay? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, sometimes when you're working at an elementary school, you can't really just like go to the bathroom whenever you want. And this is really disgusting. But when it's a really hot day, oh my god, just shoot me on the spot. I don't know, being a woman is really hard, okay? Yeah, being a woman is really tough, okay? I've like googled how to insert a tampon. I like watched YouTube videos too, right? But so scary. I don't know if this is scary for everyone, but so scary. You know, some people use cups. There are these things called like period cups, which are really cool. You just put like this cup inside, and then it like catches everything, and then like you dump the cup, and then you boil it. Ugh. Also very scary. Like, what do you mean you shove a cup in there? They're like soft, okay? So it's not like a cup that you would drink from, but Dracula would love those. You're right, maybe Dracula drinks from them. Who am I to judge? Yeah, but I think like cups are actually quite good. People praise cups a whole ton. They're like, you can keep cups in for much longer than you can keep like a tampon in. They're actually not apparently they're not difficult to clean. You just wash it, it rinses off, and then you just boil it in some boiling water, and it's clean. That's how those work? Yeah! I didn't know either. Sorry, this is really disgusting. No, actually, menstruation is normal, but the context in which I'm speaking of menstruation, in which it is a butt rash, that's disgusting. So I love how I had to summarize, just in case you missed it. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to worry about toxic shock syndrome with cups. And there's no leakage. I am too afraid though to insert anything up there. Oh, how to get it out? Can you replace it and use a Stanley cup? I heard those are terrible. Okay, what if we make a petition for Stanley Cup to make period menstrual cups? I don't know. Do the cups come with a string? The ones that I've seen don't come with a string. I know tampons come with a string though. We talked about Jesus. We talked about ASMR mics, and now we're talking about periods. Was that the no. Yeah, you kind of just have to like fish around for it. Yippee! I also don't know how to wear contacts. I mean, I don't wear glasses, but I've tried to like cosplay with colored contacts before, and I can't do it. Don't put anything inside my body. No, if you leave tampons in for too long, they still kill you now. Toxic shock syndrome. You need to if you're a woman who wears tampons, make sure you change them frequently, okay? So, like, puppies are really cute, right? Normal people like puppies, right? Yeah, it's so scary putting in contacts. Like, don't come anywhere near my eyes. And then having to, like, I don't know, basically grab at your eyeballs to take them out? God. Contact wearers. You guys are certified insane. What's wrong with you? Yeah, how did people take them out? You're just supposed to grab at them. We should steal Sarah's dog. Why would you do that? You want to take away the one good thing of my life, Smoky? What is wrong with you? Yeah, wait for the out-of-pocket puppy facts. I don't have any. It's kind of fun to be able to touch your eye through your contacts. I punched my microphone reading that, Kawa. I hope you're happy. Ooh, scary. It's scary just to think about. I'm evil like that. Fuck you. I thought we were one of your good things. Well, if you stole my dog, then you wouldn't be my good thing. Be a very, very, very bad thing. I know, right? Like, you can reuse contacts as well. Like, so I heard this story from my nail lady. She's crazy. She's like a party girl. She goes to raves a lot. What if we traded dogs? JonJonH, your dog seems to be really well behaved. My dog, if he gets scared, he'll poo all over. So I don't know if you want to try dogs. Okay, so yeah, my party girl nail tech. Hi, Halhorn. Ew, shut up. I'm gonna ban you for that. Don't even talk about that. So, yeah, nail tech. She tells me a whole bunch of stories whenever I go in to get my nails done. And, there was this one story about... I don't remember what happened, but she knows this couple, and they're like really toxic apparently, but they're like so in love with each other, okay? They're like toxic. I don't even know how to describe it, but they're just kind of like crazy. But apparently one day they got into like such a big argument, they started throwing hands at each other. And then, because the girl, she also comes into my nail tech to get her nails done, and she gets like really, really, really long extension nails, and she like swipes at her boyfriend. And apparently, I don't know how true this is, but according to my nail tech, I'm sure she must have like exaggerated the story a little bit, but according to her, yeah, she swiped with her Wolverine claws and took a chunk of his like eyeball out, like the white part of his eye. and they had to like go to the ER. He's fine. He can still see out of both eyes. But, yeah, she just swiped at him and took a chunk of, like, I'm sure it was like a teeny tiny swipe, but took a chunk of his eyeball out. And, I just sat there like, what the fuck? They're still together. Apparently they're still very much madly in love with each other. But, That was crazy. Oh my gosh, we have an eye in chat. Be careful. Watch yourself, okay? I know, maybe I just don't understand relationships. I know I'm always like, I need me a man who can stab me. But, if a man took out part of my eye, I don't know if that's the love of my life. I'm just gonna say. How is she not in prison for domestic abuse? Okay, well, they were punching each other, so... Yeah, remember to wear safety goggles, okay? How long and sharp? Well, I wasn't there. I don't know this lady, but according to my nail tech, she gets like those long stiletto nails. If you don't know what the stiletto nails are, those are the really, really pointy ones. Honey, remember the time I nearly Wolverine slashed your eye? Crazy conversations to be having. This must be what they mean when they say use protection before holding hands. See the new Lads, man? Is it the new Zane one? I haven't played Lads in like a really, really, really long time because the game is too big. But I did see like the new I don't even know what it's called, a new card for it. They were literally just frickin'. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. They were frickin'. I was very shocked. I'm not a Zayn fan, so it didn't really do much for me. But I just sat there and I was like, damn, is this allowed? I'm sure kids play these games. Blinded by love? Oh my gosh, you're so right. That literally dread. Bro probably cringes every time she mentions nails. You know, I would like to see Jesus play Lads. Was that blasphemy? I don't know. Do you love us enough to remove part of our eye? I would never do that to you. I love you too much, okay? I don't want to hurt you. I only want to hurt you emotionally and then love bomb you immediately after. But I would never physically attack you. I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know. Emotional abuse. Thank you for 7 months, Noble. Thank you so much. 2XKO. I did not sign up for it. I've never played a fighting game in my life. They just don't really spark joy. But, I mean, maybe I'll check it out once it actually releases. Only emotional abuse, exactly. I just sneeze. That was one successful sneeze. Finally! Thank you. Thank you to everyone who waited patiently for my sneeze. Oh, Lord! She's sneezing. I'm pretty sure the League MMO was like Scrout or something. Thank you. Yeah, duh, I muted it. What are you, a freak? No Ku 100 sneeze. Get a Ku 100 just to sneeze. Don't say that. I want the League MMO. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but that's not happening. I can't hear you. Oh my god. Hey, listen. Listen. A girl can dream, okay? A league, I don't know. Why do you want a League MMO? Like, do you want to play as Ari and have to like grind an MMO every single day as Ari? Mimy, thank you so much for 7 months. To XKO is yet another way to dual queue with my Discord carbuncle. You have a Discord carbuncle? What? What? League MMO in the No Game No Life second season. I'm always surprised why there isn't a second season for No Game No Life. I've never watched it, but I feel like it's quite popular, right? Like, I don't know why there wasn't more of it. Hell yeah, I want to grind with Ari. Are you cheating on me? 2xKO is the next evolution to Valo E-dates? I don't know, I feel like 2xKO gets you way too heated for E-dating. Well, you know that Riot doesn't care about lore and world building anymore. So it'll probably be ass even if they did make it. It'll probably run for like 2 months, and then they're gonna be like, end of service announcement. Sorry, we're shutting everything down. Madhouse hates making sequels unless it's Overlord. Yeah, why does Overlord have so many seasons? My experience so far with around 30 matches. Is it because of a skill issue? Not maybe on your part, maybe on your opponent's parts, or is it like a game issue? Hang on the gambling sponsors. Exactly, it's gonna be a gacha game soon. Maybe they'll make a gacha game. Teemo got leaks as a character. How the heck do you play a fighting game with Teemo? That'd be kind of cute. Damn. Yeah. Very sad. Very, very sad. Oh my gosh. Since we're talking about anime now, I'm gonna segue a little bit. Yippee! Oh, 7 months. Thank you so much for being my creature, you weirdo. I hope life has been calming down a little for you. Thanks for dropping by. It's a lot of money. If I had all that money, I would, I don't know, eat McDonald's maybe. Not his Lee Sin fight, he's blind. Just because you're blind doesn't mean you can't fight. What? We're not ableist in chat. Okay, since we're talking about anime, I'm gonna once again dunk on the Demon Slayer movie. I don't know how many of you have seen it at this point, but I was talking to my friend and she went to see the Demon Slayer movie and she was like, yeah, she had like the same opinion as me. Like the movie itself was great. Wonderful animation, wonderful sound design, shit story. Blindness is no impairment against a smelly enemy. Shut up. And then that's when I realized, that's when it hit me. Demon Slayer is like Coco Melon, but for adults. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You went to watch The Conjuring! Oh my gosh. Did you like it? I didn't think it was that scary. I think it like was okay. story-wise, but I don't think it was that scary. That is a nuclear take. No, it is. It's just people do not see, do not understand, do not see the correlation. Kids like Cocomelon because it is very, very, very stimulating. If you ever have kids, don't let them watch Cocomelon, okay? It has research has been done on this. So, it has way too many colors, flashing colors, moving parts, and way too many sounds just everywhere, back and forth. It stimulates your dopamine receptors way too much, and it gets you hooked on it because there's just so much going on. It overstimulates your neurons. They're firing at full force. That's why kids love it. They recognize it. They're like, oh my gosh, ha, Cocomelon. With Demon Slayer, how about sensory dancing fruit? I hate those videos. They're so scary. Oh my gosh. But like that's Demon Slayer. Like there's no substance to Demon Slayer. It's just, I don't know, they wanna really, they want it to be like tragic. They want to milk, like, I don't know, the tragedies, but at the same time, it's really poorly written. It's the same thing over and over. It's very, very, very repetitive. Like, there's no substance. I know hardcore Demon Slayer fans are going to kill me, but there's just no substance when it's the same thing over and over and over again for every single character. But then you get like all of those like shiny colors, like, okay, it's beautiful, and the animation is so great. There's so many moving parts. The sound design, the music, oh my gosh. Yeah, you just kind of sit there and go, wow, colors, wow, oh my gosh, colors. Well, I like solo leveling just because it doesn't pretend about the story. Solo leveling doesn't, like, need story. It's literally what it is. It's solo leveling. It's all about him just fighting. And, you know, that's fine. Like, sometimes you turn your brain off and you just get the fighting. But with Demon Slayer, it's like, I don't know, people are like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. But it's the same thing over and 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 over again. He's leveling but solo, exactly. But it's more Cocomelon. I don't even think like yeah, the animation was good, but it's not on like Demon Slayer's level. Like Demon Slayer's colors, like it's so vibrant. It's like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It really stimulates you. It's so overstimulating. Yeah, it's not that deep. Like, you can't call it deep when everybody just has a tragic backstory and it's the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, your whole family died because demons killed them and you suffered. Oh my god. Exactly. Like, it works. Like, okay, I don't mind if you do a little bit of, oh, you want to sympathize with the villain so bad, but it's every single villain. It's every single villain ever. Yeah, like solo leveling isn't good, but if you're gonna watch it, then you should know what you're getting into. It doesn't try to like pretend or hide what it is, right? It's just fighting over and over and over. It's some self-insert guy trying to aura farm, and he just aura farms. Sarah just spoiled that the next villain will have a tragic backstory. Like, you know what you're getting into, and if you don't like it, then why are you watching it, right? It's very straightforward. It is what it is. I don't know. I like the animation. It's very mid. It's like it's just all action, no substance. But when you go into it knowing that, you can't be disappointed or let down by it. You already know what it is, so you only have yourself to blame for expecting anything else. But with Demon Slayer, that's different. Because, I don't know, people like to say that it's so deep, it's so good, the story's so good, and that it's just the same thing. I'm so mad! Are you gonna watch Chainsaw Man's movie? I think I'm probably gonna wait till it comes out on like Crunchyroll or something. I like Chainsaw Man. I think Chainsaw Man is really good. It's actually something that's very deep. What Demon Slayer wanted to be but could not be. Yeah, exactly. Solo leveling is just like watching TikToks of just fight scenes. Yeah, I like Chainsaw Man a lot. I think the movie's gonna hit really hard, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go to theaters to watch it. I don't have friends to watch anime movies with me, and that Demon Slayer movie was so ass. I just don't want to go watch another movie by myself ever again. But that's not to say that I dislike Demon Slayer. I'm gonna be real. I'm a Demon Slayer apologist. I love Demon Slayer. Hey, I can shit on something and still love it at the same time, okay? I think it's definitely one of those carried by the studio kind of things, but I read it. I don't know, I'm really attached to the characters. I really like Tanjiro. I like the villains. I like the Hashira. I don't know. I hate it, but I also like it a lot. Who is your Demon Slayer favorite character? It's the basketball head. It's Akaza. I like strong characters. I like characters who are just very powerful. I'm very basic like that. If you're powerful and you have charisma, then I like you. But I also like Tanjiro. Tanjiro is my son. He's very sweet. He's like a very basic character, but again, you should know what you're getting into, right? Like, you know what he is. So you wave around a sword like objects. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have screamed Hinokami before. But in my defense, it was in League of Legends. So I do love Saitama from One Punch Man. When I was younger and I watched season 1 of One Punch Man, I had the hugest crush on Saitama. Even worse, shut the fuck up. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Like when you're playing Yone, like you don't want to scream, you know, Kamikanga? Is this something you should admit? I am admitting a lot of stuff on stream today, okay? I have the power of God and anime on my side. Except I don't have the power of God on my side. Not after this stream. My seats. Okay, it's better than waving like a stick around in real life, okay? Okay? Okay, I don't play Yasuo, so the closest that I get is Yone. And I don't even play Yone, it's just in ARAM, okay? Forced Yone down my throat on ARAM. Oh, that was not appropriate. Don't say those words, Cera Luceria. All my new coworkers play League. Did you play them? Maybe they're Ceratonins. You should ask. Did you get any of the T1 skins? I've been so busy. I didn't even know that the T1 skins were out. But I don't play any of the champions. I will never, ever, ever touch Pyke. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why Faker picked Yone as his skin. He is not a good Yone player. I'm not gonna lie. Every time he picks Yone, I make this face. But just have a collab with Jesus to bring the fandoms together. I think Jesus's viewers will really, really dislike me. Don't. No offense. Well, offense was taken. What is literally everything that comes out of my mouth. At this point, yeah. Speaking of T1, I didn't watch the T1 and DK match because of my domain expansion, okay? If I watched that match, it would not be T1 going to Worlds, but we can always count on DK to fumble the bag. So, sorry, Showmaker, it is what it is. Make room for Faker. But we're back to talking about League of Legends once again. I did watch the T1 versus Gen G lower bracket match. This is a really funny story, okay? So the games start at like 1 p.m. Well, not 1 p.m. 11 p.m. for me. And I tuned in for the first match, which they threw. They were doing really well. And they threw. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I started, like, I don't know, playing Uma Musume or something. And then I fell asleep. So I took a nap. And when I woke up, it was the end of the third match, which they won. They won the second match and the third match, okay? And I was like, oh, damn! They can actually beat Gen G. And as soon as I started watching, they lost. They lost the fourth match and the fifth match. This is what I'm saying. This is my domain. This is my passive. Every time I tune in to an LCK game, like the team that I'm rooting for just loses. Like every single time without fail. I don't even know how that happens. Like last time they lost to Hanwha. The only series I tuned into and they lost. I was like, be so for real. Be so for real. On God. So yeah, that's my curse from now on. I know to watch every single Gen G game as long as they're not against T1 because I will be rooting for whatever team plays against Gen G. And I now know to never ever watch a T1 game unless they're at Worlds. Yeah, I guess Faker knew. He sensed that his coach, aka me, was watching. So he was like, I'm gonna troll my coach. I'm gonna throw. Watch me throw. Watch me throw. You know that gif of that guy being silly and he's like, I'm gonna jump off the roof. I'm gonna drink this bleach. I think that's what Faker does every time he finds out that I'm watching his games. And then he does it. Oh my god. Next time you lose that league, yeah, it's because I was watching, okay? Yeah, having the Cera Luceria watch their games, they must be trembling in their boots, shaking for real, for real. Yeah, so that really pissed me off. I didn't sneeze. Why are you blessing me? But yeah, that really pissed me off. That was incredibly annoying. But hey, at least they're in Worlds. At least they made it. But I think they changed, like, the format for 4th seed. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really read. I just see things and then I don't confirm to see if they're real or not. But apparently for Worlds this year, yeah, the 4th seed from each region has to play together, right? So yeah, LCK and LPL. So I don't know who the 4th seed for LPL is, but Faker is the LPL killer, so I don't really see much of an issue with that. But I was really hoping that GenG would be 4th seed so that LPL can somehow take out GenG, because GenG is T1's father. They will never win against GenG. Let's get the bungle. I'll upset everything. The economy. See you later, crayons. Have a good day. Bye bye. Well, I don't know. Wasn't it the meme where like T1 BLG and like G2 were just silly and they're always like getting last, but somehow making it into like the international tournaments? Go on, sis. All it takes is a bad day, I'm gonna clench. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It's in the scripts, okay? It's scripted. Well, actually, I don't know about this year. I think if we're gonna say that the scripts are real, then I think it's about time that LPL takes a W. And especially because Worlds is in China this year, I think they need this. Like, LPL is falling off. League of Legends is falling off in China, and they need to make money over there with this. Otherwise it's gonna go down like the... I don't even know what it's called anymore. The LCS route, you know? They need a W. They need this win. So, I think script says that LPL is going to win this year. But... it does not know to hold on. But I think that they still want to milk like T1 and Faker, right? So they're gonna have Faker go to finals and he's gonna face off against the LPL team. And then cause Faker is known as the LPL killer, right? So this LPL team is finally going to change that and defeat Faker. I think that's the script, okay? Mark my words. If that happens, you owe me $1 billion, chat. I hope it's BLG, but I don't know. Whichever LPL team works, as long as it works. I understand everything now. Okay. No more League of Legends talk. Don't know how much more milk he's got. I don't know, guys. Infinite milk. Infinite Kata. He's like the only thing keeping League of Legends alive at this point. Owe me $1 billion if it happens. Alright, no more League of Legends talk. Well, pay is very, very high in China. This is why... I mean, I think pay is relatively okay in Korea as well, but definitely very, very high in China, which is why a lot of the LCK players, the Korean players, they go to China for a few years, get that bag, and then they go back. Like ruler. How long until she gets back to the... Okay, speaking of Uma Musume, thank you so much, Harper. For those of you who are in my club and you haven't touched Uma Musume for a while, decide if you want to keep playing or not. And if not, just don't log on. And I will unfortunately have to kick you from my club. But for other Uma Musume players looking for a club, wink, wink. I'm still playing the game. I want to do more Uma Musume streams, but... Man. Yeah, Smoky. Chaotix. Life has just been... a lot, guys. You had a nice speed spark. Oh my gosh, congrats. I've been getting a lot of good sparks recently. I haven't had the time to... I have to leave my club and join my club. I haven't had the time to like really hardcore play the game recently. You know, with all of like the cups and stuff, like the PvP stuff. I haven't been able to like actually get horses for that because I've just been... life has been so ass recently, guys. So I don't know. One day. Why can't you like transfer ownership to someone else? I think you can do that. Yeah, they're such a motivation killer. Like everybody else has so much time, it seems, to like train their horses. And I'm like, if I could get in one career a day at this point, I'm happy. Damn, you guys are really dedicated. I ain't. I'm not sweaty. Especially because like the cups start like on the weekends, right? And I have school on the weekends, so I don't have time to play like the opening of the cups. And then if you don't play the first few days, you just can't play later on either. Like, what? Sorry, I have responsibilities. I have real life stuff to do every single day. Like, I can't just play horses. Yeah, I just don't have the time. Like, okay, even if I do manage to train up my horses, I don't have the time to actually join the cops. Horse while driving. I don't drive. Yeah, I just watch cute girls run. I've been lucky to get some like really good sparks, but they don't really do much. You got second in the Cups finals. Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta have mad money. Damn, you want both your cups? Are you a whale, JonJonH? The frick? Poorly built Uma is one. How? How does that even work? Are you guys playing in like the one where it caps your horses at B, or the uncapped one? Because the uncapped one is so hard, but I also don't have like horses that are at B anymore. So I only spent $150. Well, I have no luck, so that doesn't work for me, guys. That does not work for me. Is this Super Creek? I really like Super Creek. I think Tachyon and Super Creek are still in first place for me. They're tied for first. But Air Groove is actually growing on me. I actually really like Air Groove. Marzinski is really cute as well. I love how she's so old. Still in love? Oh, very cute. Gonna be a while though, right? Good night, Noble! Thank you so much for hanging out. Sipwang. Hag love. Yeah, we love hags in this household. Yeah, club cleansing time soon. And that's okay. If you can't keep up, that's fine. I know. We all have real life obligations, right? It is what it is. It's Hey Girl, spelled Hay space girl. Oh, I like Taiki too. Which Narita do you like? Brian? I know a lot of people do like Brian. Oh, let's see. I have a list on my phone. That's why I keep checking. I'm like, what should I talk about next? I have this whole list and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not really feeling that right now. Let's talk about period blood. Yawn. Have fun at work, Mimy, and congrats on your new job, by the way. Enjoy the wage cage, the yap list. Yeah, I always have a yap list, just in case stream gets really, really quiet and I have to yap to myself. But speaking of, there are 6 Hey Girl clubs. Well, the good one. Check out the good one. Speaking of wage cage, I do have the wage cage tomorrow. Oh, I know. Sucks to suck. I think I have to go to work tomorrow and on Thursday. I was supposed to go in to work today as well, but I didn't go in. Instead, my parents were like, you know what? Let's go do something fun. We've suffered the doom and gloom for way too long. I'm sorry for your loss, thank you. I'm much appreciated. My dad's about to go back to China soon, so basically went out on a journey today. I got so tired. By the time I came back, I like fell asleep on the couch. I was like, man, I don't know if I have it in me to yap tonight. But here I am yapping away and it's been pretty good. But this morning we went to walk my dog, and then right after that, we went apple picking. Yeah, so drove for a little bit and picked a whole ton of apples. We don't even eat that many apples in this household, which is crazy. It was really hot, but it was fun. We were picking them apples and eating them apples. We ate so many apples today. We were like, this has to be like not that expensive, right? Otherwise, why would people come here? And we spent like $70. We also bought like a couple tiny pumpkins. But we got a lot of apples. The only thing I know how to pick is my nose. Shut up. You know what would make life better? A Streamlabs donation to Cera Luceria. Wow, it's true. Would make your life better, but it would also make my life better. Can you believe that? Thanks, Nini. Hi, Orbital. Yeah, we got a bunch of apples, and there were also animals on the orchard, which I thought was funny. A lot of chickens and some goats. And there were some baby goats. I saw 3 baby goats. Like teeny tiny goats. I've never seen them before. And it was a petting zoo. So technically, I was allowed to pet them, but I've never touched goats before. So I got a little bit scared. And as soon as I reached out to attempt to pet a goat, the goat slapped my hand away with its ear. And I was like, okay, that's valid. I would never touch a goat ever again. But it was stinky. Goats are very stinky. Did you know that? They smell like goats. Wow. So that was fun. And then on the way back, there was like this...
Thank you so much for the treasure.
Yippee, giving rocks to the cute carbuncle.
Yippee! Mokash, did that make your life better? Thank you! Thank you so much. You're so sweet. The only one who fell for that. Mwah, mwah, mwah. On the way back, there was like this...
Wow, thank you so much for the
Another
treasure.
bozo who fell for it!
Wow, Mimy was so right. My life is instantly better.
Mimy was so right. Wow, John. I can't believe this. I thought your life was already pretty good. You have a cute dog. And you won both your cups. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. There was a miniature golf course, and my dad, he like loves golfing. He goes golfing all the time. He hasn't been golfing recently because, you know, everyone's kind of depressed these days. As we should be. It is our right to be depressed. But we dropped by the golf course and we played golf. This is like what, my 3rd time playing miniature golf? I don't play golf like at all, and it was very difficult. And my mom doesn't play golf either, but I don't know how she was better than me. I guess it's because sometimes my dad takes my mom to play golf with him. I've never been on one of those trips. And they both laughed at me. Your cute voice and sailor vocabulary? I don't even think I have a sailor vocabulary, do I?
Thank you so much for the treasure.
I say fuck a lot, but that's it.
Had to step out for a minute, so I missed why we're throwing rocks at Sarah, but I never needed a reason to do that anyway, so I'ma join in.
Thiago. Thank you. I'm so glad that that's what you came back to. Is your life instantly better now? Yeah, I play golf with friends, so I must be an expert, right? And my dad was like, I don't know, mumbo jumbo golf jargon, and I was like, I don't understand. I'm just gonna hit the ball, and it was very difficult to hit the ball. Yes, I mean, I guess it works. Thiago doesn't even know the context, and here it is. It made his life instantly better, so you should do it too, chat. Thanks to the Cera X Jesus Club, you're now also allowed in heaven. Yay! I didn't really miss any swings, but I just couldn't get like the strength of it right, and I couldn't aim it properly. That was the issue. I don't know, they just both laughed at me. Very tragic. Never play golf with Cera Luceria ever. But that was really fun. And then I came home and fell asleep on the couch immediately. I was gonna play some games, play some video games, maybe train some horses. But I sat down on the couch and I was like, honk shoo me 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 honk shoo me 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 honk shoo me 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 me. I don't think it's possible to let me win. I think it's just doomed.
Wow, thank you so much for the treasure.
I love how you censored your name, C-Man. I'm assuming that's Cockman, but saying it out loud, saying Seaman out loud isn't much better. But thank you. Is your life instantly better? I mean, I don't know. I think with a name like that, your life must be great all the time. But it was nice. I haven't really spent time with my family like that. And a really, really long time. And not to like trauma dump. I'm not gonna trauma dump because I don't want to bring the mood down. But guys, it has been rough like a dog. Very mature and should not be questioned on it. The baller? I'm always a baller. Wait, I gotta sneeze. Nope, that one escapes me. Let us hear. Shut up! Yeah, I think like with things kind of settling down, I'm finally like coming to terms with this reality. Finally coming to terms with the fact that this is my life now. Still trying to figure out what to do going forward, but that initial like shock, adrenaline rush, and like all that anger and all of those like really big emotions, those have like calmed down a bit now. Hi Hoppy. Hi Gideon, welcome. And now I'm just so stressed. Like the stress is really hitting me. It's like, I don't know, maybe all of those big emotions was what was keeping me going. And now I'm like, oh, said I wasn't gonna trauma dump, but I don't know, I just feel really, really low all the time. I'm exhausted, like mentally. That's good. That's not so good. Yeah, like mentally and physically, I'm like exhausted all the time. And I'm just not doing too hot. The stress is making my chronic illness flare up, so I'm on a couple of new meds. And my body's not taking the meds too well either. Yeah, my body is not taking the meds too well. So I was dealing with that for like the last week. It's getting a little bit better now, but still adjusting. So yeah, streams are probably gonna be a little sparse. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't think I'm gonna push myself when I'm feeling a little low, because that's not gonna be fun, right? No one wants to sit here and I'm just like, oh, life really sucks. I'm a bozo. I don't want to do that to me, and I don't want to do that to you. So, yeah, what happened? Yeah, but I do really like streaming, so know that I'm not pushing myself whenever I stream. I'm streaming because I like spending time with you guys. And I like being here. It actually does help me out a lot. But sometimes I just can't get going, you know? Which is why I'm having such a hard time like playing games. I want to play like Mystery Dungeon. I have a couple of other games that I want to pick up and play as well. But I just don't really have it in me. It's really tough. Yeah, that's why I haven't been playing Mystery Dungeon. I haven't been playing Uma Musume. Haven't been doing any like role plays. I'm gonna try to do a role play tomorrow. We'll see how that one goes. So yeah, that's the state of my life right now. Sucks to suck, bozo. But think things are going okay. Things are stabilizing. No real updates. You know, my brother's still in the hospital. We still don't really know how the recovery is going. Like, he can't walk around yet, so as long as he stays there until he can at least get up and walk around himself, you know? Yeah. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Yeah, but it was nice spending time with my family. I think I really needed that. It's always nice spending time with you guys. It's a fun time. I can't complain about that. Yeah, time for a week-long nap for real, but I have to go to the wage cage. You know, gonna be real with you guys. I have stream hours that I need to hit. It's not the end of the world if I don't hit them, but without going ahead and saying it outright, if I hit it, it will definitely be good for me. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just go live and loop a couple of previous ASMR streams. I don't know. That'll only be for like if I'm really not doing too well. 2-hour aura farming and silence stream. Maybe for like a member stream, I just sit there. I just sit there. I don't know. We just sit there in a members only stream and I do my gacha dailies. We'll see. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but would be helpful, I guess, to hit those hours. That's peak. 2 hours of silence broken by a sneeze. I'd watch that stream. Thanks, guys. I mean, I don't even do, like, gacha dailies anymore. But I have been wanting to get back into Genshin Impact. So maybe I just start off stream for members. Because I know, if I just play Genshin Impact in silence, for like a regular stream, people are gonna be so pissed. They're gonna be like, what is she doing? Yeah, maybe for members stream I'll do that. Getting back into Genshin Impact after not playing for 3 years. To be semi-responsible for tomorrow. Good night, Taco. Have fun in the wage cage tomorrow. I don't know. I have very different people in my audience. You know, some people like everything. Mwah, love you. Some people only show up to like the yapping or the gaming streams, and a lot of people only show up to the ASMR streams. Personally, I think it's really funny. Well, I don't really mind, you know. Not everything has to be everyone's cup of tea, right? But if you don't show up for the yapping streams, and then you come into my Maros and you ask stupid questions, that's when I'm gonna call you out, you know? Read out the week. Exactly! Well, I love the goons, you know? I love my goons. My cute little gooners. Hey, Bacon. Unless I'm at the office. Don't go to the office. Easy. Is DZZ and Star Rail are better? I don't know. I like Star Rail because you can auto it, but the gameplay is like so mind-numbing. And it's so much like you have to get the new characters to really play in the new content. With Genshin, it's not hard. It's not a hard game. You just be silly with it. Start Limbus? I don't really like the art style in Limbus. I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, I have a spreadsheet. Keeping track of all you gooners in chat. Arknight smile. Typing in chat made me so like, go to work. Why are you... No. Go to work. Responsibilities first. I know, time zones suck. But it is what it is. I can't really stream like ASMR in the middle of the day, so I kind of have to stream it in the dead of the night. For me, right? And since I already stream ASMR at this time, I may as well do all my other streams at this time. I'm worried I typed something in chat that would kill the mood. Oh no, that's okay. I'm really good at just ignoring. Whenever we have like off-topic chatters in ASMR streams, it happens from time to time, you know? Don't worry about it. Mostly lurk because I EP. Also very valid. You know, it's really, really funny. I mean, I love my audience. I love everybody here. Thank you so much for supporting me, of course, right? But I just think that there's like... The differences are really funny. For the people who only watch like my yapping streams or my gaming streams, they're like, oh no, we don't want to make you uncomfortable. Like, we're not parasocial. And I'm like, well, okay, you're not parasocial, but I'm parasocial. And then for the people who only watch like my ASMR streams, it doesn't happen in public, of course. It happens like anonymously because people think they're really cool when they can be anonymous. They can just say whatever they want, you know, and they're like, is your brother your boyfriend? Why are you talking to men? Are you a whore? And I'm just like, well, if you watched any of these yapping streams, you would probably have the answer to all of your questions. It's really funny, like the contrast between the different viewer bases. No, I don't mind. I think it's funny. If you can't say it directly to my face, then I can't take you seriously either way. You know? Cracks me up every time. I think it's cute. Not to like encourage her or anything, but I think it's cute. Maybe you just love me so much that you're so jealous. Except you don't love me enough to really get to know me. What does this mean? Who's the real whore? Huh? How can you say you love me when you won't even get to know me? That's just how it is. Anytime a VTuber mentions a guy, listen, I'm in GLOBIE. I don't know, like, if you go that far to send me an anonymous message, if you send me a Maro, like, I feel like you should I don't know, have looked into me a little bit at that point because it's not easy to get to my Maros, okay? Gotta click a lot of buttons. But, I'm in GLOBIE, guys. Yeah, I can't believe it. You have male coworkers. Oh my gosh. How do you do that? One day when you get a girlfriend, you will know that your girlfriend will talk to men. Oh my gosh. Just talking about this is gonna like piss off a whole bunch of people and I'm going to receive more Maros afterwards. But I'm tired. But if you're a real Cera Luceria fan, I'm gonna let you in on a secret, okay? I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Listen. If I was a whore, I would not be afraid to insert a tampon. But if you don't watch my Yap streams, you will not know this. So, this is for you, chat. True and real. I'm just saying. Checkmate, atheist. I would not have to deal with a rashy bum, okay? If I could just insert a tampon. Yeah, you're missing out on peak content. Don't send me these questions when I'm answering them all the time. I'm just saying. Also, you literally know what's going on with my life. Half the time I spend at the hospital, the other time I'm either studying, working, or streaming. Where's the time? Where's the time to do literally anything else? So real, like literally. Or I'm playing League of Legends, so... Yeah, 24 hours is not enough. I like feel like I just woke up this morning. How is the time gone already? I don't know. Yeah, why can't we just sit here and play League of Legends all day? Why can't I be like Tyler1 or something? Oh my gosh, Tyler1 has 2 kids now. He has Tyler 2 and Tyler 3. Crazy. He can't even sit around and play League of Legends all day anymore. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is your doctor a male? Do you talk to men? Yeah. Michaela just gave birth to their 2nd child. Are they as tall as him? That's fucked. He's married? Yeah, he's been married for a while, right? He's been with Michaela for a good bit. I don't know how long ago they got married, but they've been together for a while. And yeah, they have kids. Oh my gosh. That one time when I was doing like my announcement stream talking about like how my brother basically broke his ass, his entire body, and I'm like talking about doctors and stuff, and Saiken, if you guys don't know who Saiken is, he's like this doctor VTuber, like he's an actual VTuber. He was just like trying to be helpful in chat, going like, yeah, if you have any questions, ask me because I'm a doctor. I'm like, we don't even talk, like... we literally like don't even talk. He's just another VTuber, right? And he's just being nice. He's like, yeah, I'm a doctor. If you need doctor help, I'm a doctor. And then I got Maros about that. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Why is he in your chat? Like, I don't know. VTubers watch other VTubers, and he's a doctor, and I'm talking about my brother breaking his ass? Like, what? Roll my eye and go on with my day, you know? I know! I was like, are you for real? Like, that was the only time, like, he's like ever showed up, because I made a tweet. I was like, I'm gonna talk about what happened to my brother. This is the only time I'm gonna talk about it. Like, okay, you know what? Whatever, guys. My brother is my boyfriend. The random doctor VTuber is my boyfriend. Everybody, it's everybody. It was like this Maro with like screenshots of like, I don't even like 4chan or something, like 4chan screenshots of, I don't know, the doctor in my chat, and I was like, okay, like what am I supposed to do, huh? Was I supposed to ban him before he came to chat? How was I supposed to know? It was a link. I know I shouldn't talk about this, because if I talk about it, it gives him like attention. It's a while ago, but I just think it's funny. Mario is an anonymous messaging site, so you're free to send me anonymous messages. I mean, most people, when they send me messages, they sign their name, which I think is really cute. I'm not gonna share what people say unless they want me to, of course. But sometimes you get kind of like weird ones, but they're funny. They're funny. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one now. I'm like, how dare you? But it's funny. Whatever. It's entertainment. I mean, most of the times it's cute, and sometimes it's spicy. Like, it hasn't ever been, like, explicit or anything, because Marios will filter out explicit stuff. But I appreciate it, so thank you guys for sending cute and sometimes spicy, semi-spicy Marios. Hi, Matt! I don't think I've ever signed one. You can sign one. Well, don't feel pressured. You don't have to, you know? Do what makes you comfortable. Can't believe I talked about this. I have no filter today. And now everybody's gonna shit on me. Let's check my Marios. Sorry, I'm checking my Marios on my phone. Fun fact, in some languages, phone uses male pronouns. So my phone is a guy? No, I even take my phone in the shower with me. Okay, I've received some, but obviously it's because you guys are hearing me talk about this, and they're really cute. Thank you. Whoa, who was phone? No way. I mean, I don't hate it. I actually really like idol culture. I really like being parasocial with you guys. If I didn't like it, trust me, I would not be doing this, okay? And I respect it. I respect that there are boundaries, and there are boundaries that I'm never going to cross, whether that's on stream or off stream, right? So you can trust me on that. And I mean, for real, this is the most fun I've ever had when it came to VTubing. I didn't always like play into like this idol culture kind of thing, and I don't know, it made me kind of uncomfortable before. And now that I've chosen this route, it's actually improved my streaming experience a lot. So, I get it. I'm not gonna like shit on idol culture or like GFE or anything. I actually really like it. I'm having a really fun time. And you guys are great. So, well, I don't sing, I just do ASMR, but it's the same thing, you know. I really like it, and because I really like it, I will respect you. I will respect my audience. So don't worry. But also at the same time, I just think it's really funny. I just think it's really funny. Mimi, you can try. I would love to see it. Honestly, like, I think it's great because it gives people like their freedom to choose what they're comfortable with, right? And a lot of the times I see a lot of outrage when people pick and choose who they're comfortable like collabing with. And I don't know, I like, why make such a big deal out of it, right? Like, it's not, people aren't singling you out, it's just their comfort zones. And I'm sure a lot of people have had bad experiences before, and I definitely have. I've had like many terrible experiences, which is why when I started off as Sarah, I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna save myself this headache, like never again. So I get it, I respect it, and I don't think people should take it like personally. Yeah, if you take it personally, maybe that's why this is happening. Why didn't you sing? I'm tone deaf, I don't know how to sing, and I will sound like a screeching and dying bird, which I don't think you would be very happy to hear. But I would love to sing one day. I think I just need practice, which I don't have time for, and maybe like a coach or a teacher, which I also cannot afford. Worth. You want to hear no? I don't think so. Cera Luceria lore for those of you who only watch ASMR streams and don't know anything about me. But I've played the flute for 10 years and I cannot tune myself, so... Music, it does not work in my brain. I don't know if I could take it. What if people send me morals telling me to shut the fuck up and never sing again? I think I would cry on the spot. Okay, I'm a very independent, mature, and brave woman, but if you criticize me even just slightly, I'll crumble and die. Yeah, I would just be very off the mark with all of my singing. Not even singing for yourself? No, I don't even sing like to myself, really. Okay, I don't like when I say music doesn't really sit in my brain. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't even like listen to music. Like sometimes I'll listen to music, like maybe in the shower, in the car, on like public transit. I'll have like my earphones in and I'll listen to music. But yeah, I'm not even that big of a music listener. I know. I prefer to sit here in silence. And some people, like, they love music. They can't do anything without having music on, right? Like when they're playing games, when they're working, when they're studying. I prefer my silence. Or like some ASMR in the background is much better. Like, no talking though, of course. Just like triggers. They work a lot better for me. Right, yeah! Like ASMR is helps me be much more productive. I don't know. I'm very much, if I listen to music, I can only listen to music. You have favorite music? I don't know because I don't listen to music all that often. I can't even say like, oh, this is my absolute favorite. Cause I don't know. I just listen to whatever's trendy, whatever's on the radio. I like sounds that I've heard before in the past. So like anime openings that I've heard before. Okay, I'll play it. Game music that I've heard before. Things that I'm familiar with. I don't know. Yay, it's finally autism! I need someone to edit a meme of me. It's finally autism meme. Yeah, I can't even do like ASMR with like talking in it if I'm trying to do something. Otherwise, I'd be too focused on trying to figure out what the heck they're saying. Yeah, so like a lot of wood soup, like slime, sand, tapping. Yeah, those are good. Those are good for when I need to lock in, you know? But like talking, like ASMR and like just Markiplier videos. I don't know why. Something about Markiplier videos. Just people like talking. That helps me sleep. Like I can play those when I'm sleeping, but when I'm trying to like lock in and focus on something, yeah, don't talk to me. I don't want anybody talking to me, which is why I prefer like I don't know, J-pop and K-pop because I don't understand what people are singing. So I don't have to like I don't have to focus on the words coming out of their mouths. Markiplier's voice, not when he's like screaming. I don't know. Often I would be watching a video and then I go to sleep and then he starts screaming and I'm like, what the fuck? But you know, I do that to myself. Are you allowed to play music at your work? I know a lot of places don't allow you to play music, like on speaker. Cat hairball noises. I don't actually know what that is. Oh my gosh, like his FNAF videos, those were my first ever Markiplier videos. Like my first ever introduction to Markiplier. Like before that I watched like a lot of PewDiePie and like Jacksepticeye. But my friends were like, you watch those YouTubers? I almost said VTubers. You watch those YouTubers, why don't you watch like Markiplier? He plays the same kind of games. He does the same thing. And then I watched like his first playthrough of just the first Five Nights at Freddy's, right? And he was so freaking exaggerated. Like, I don't know. He was really playing it up. I was like, ew. This guy sucks. He's so fake. Why is he faking all of his reactions? Like, I bet his voice is fake. My apologies, Markiplier. I don't know if you guys have watched like that show that he made. Like he went to film like a movie but also like a show that's only on Amazon Prime or something. It's called Edge of Sleep and his acting is atrocious. Absolutely terrible. It's a good show. I haven't managed to get past the first 2 episodes because it's just really weird. He has actual actors in that show acting along him and then he's just acting among them and you can tell like he's not an actor. But I appreciate the effort, you know. He did his best. But I was just like, yikes. Man. This man is not an actor. He's doing his best, okay? Can you compare him to Pewds? Oh, every time I talk about PewDiePie, I get so mad. I still follow him on like social media platforms, and he's always posting like his vlogs and stuff, right? With his like wife. I also follow his wife, Martia. I follow her on like Instagram. She's always posting like, oh, her life, the food that she makes, the desserts that she bakes, her son. Like, damn, you're rich. You live in Japan, and you have a lovely family. Pissed me off so bad. Only because I'm jealous, but still pisses me off so bad, you know. Why can't that be me? Imagine being rich with a cute wife and a cute son and living in Japan and not having to work the rest of your life. Pewds could buy you a Ku 100. Or you could probably buy me a house. Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing happy people. How is that allowed? How are you allowed to just like rub your happiness all over my face? Like your success, your happiness? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? Why can't that be me? Yeah, look at me. I'm PewDiePie. All I did was make videos on the internet. And now I'm rich. I have a hot wife. I have a cute kid. And I'm living in Japan. I could probably afford a Ku 100 if I wanted. And another house. The copium. The copium is so strong with this one. Seriously though. Good night, Mokosh! Thank you so much for hanging out! Sleep well. Pissed me off so hard. Can't do this anymore. Oh, so... forgot to mention this. I just took a look at my list. But, you know how I mentioned I might do... I have to hit, like, stream hours? But maybe I'll do, like, ASMR gaming streams. It's not going to be League of Legends. Don't even mention that. But Vil has been playing the new Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, and I've seen some of his stream just in the background. So maybe I'll have that on. I'll just play and have it be an ASMR stream. Whisper a couple of things from time to time. You'll get like keyboard clicking sounds, like mouse sounds. But it'll just be a chill, relaxing time where we can turn our brains off, relax, and be comfy. Yeah, because I need that in my life. I'm so stressed. Yeah, does that sound good? It's better than League of Legends ASMR. I mean, I could also... alternatively, I could also play League of Legends for 8 hours every day. I'm sure that'll hit my stream hours, right? Play League of Legends in complete silence for 8 hours every single night. We could also do that, but I don't know how good that's gonna be for my mental health. I think that'll just make me worse. We're hitting Emerald with this one. Are you sure it's gonna be complete silence? Maybe you'll hear me crying here and there, you know? Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I feel like sitting here for 8 hours is already not good for my mental health. I have to sit here for school. I have to sit here for a stream. Oh, too much sitting. Also, on like my old as fuck chair. Crazy with it. I think if I ever, like, I don't know, become PewDiePie, I'll buy 10 really fancy chairs. Yeah, don't forget to stand up, do a couple of stretches. Do treadmill streams? I don't have a treadmill. I have like those exercise bikes. What are they called? The like Pelotons or whatever? I have that. I feel like moving it upstairs into my streaming room, that's gonna be a workout in and of itself. F4A. 8-hour silence with occasional green woman sobbing. New chair is not on the donathon goals. The donathon is just to support my family this time around. Everything's just gonna go to my mom and my dad because his care is really taking a lot on us. But yeah, maybe one day. Maybe if my parents take pity on me, they'll throw me a couple of $100. But like, I don't know. It's not like I'm not like obligated to do it or anything. Like no one's forcing me, no one's asking anything of me. But I just want to help out. I love my parents. My parents are great. And it's a really stressful time, you know. I would feel bad if I didn't do my part, kind of thing. But no one's like forcing me, so don't worry. I'm not like, my parents aren't like holding a gun to my head, being like, for a while, you'll have to take care of your family. Like, they're not asking any of that from me. So, it's all because I wanna pitch in, I wanna help out. It's tough on everyone. And, you know, I live at home, basically rent-free. Sometimes I feel a little bit bad. People often ask me, they're like, why don't you like move out? You know, you could probably do your streaming way easier if you live on your own, like especially with your ASMR streams and stuff. I'm just like, first of all, money. That's very, very expensive. In this economy, yeah. Maybe some people live out in the middle of nowhere and their rent is cheap, or they can just buy a place pretty cheap. But, you know, not everybody lives in the middle of nowhere. Rent is crazy expensive. When I can live at home for free, and my mom drives me around because I don't drive, and she makes dinner. Come on. Be so for real, guys. Be so for real. So, even if I had the money, I don't think I'm in a hurry to move out. Why would I want to live by myself? Yeah. Like, you can tell that I'm forever alone. I don't want to live by myself. Like, maybe if I had a partner, it would make sense. But I would just be living by myself. Like, what? Yeah, it's not safe. And everything's on you. I have to make dinner for myself all the time. It's so quiet. Yeah. No. Yeah, I think it's definitely like a cultural thing. If it works for you, it works for you, right? But I don't know. I'll get lonely really fast. And I don't think that would be very good for my mental health. And I have lived alone, like, in university. My parents left me here. They moved back to China. And that was the year in which I received so many grippy socks. So listen. Unless you get a sugar daddy. Oh my god, I don't know if I told this story before. So like, yeah, and then I would have to leave my pets. I wouldn't be able to take my pets. My dad, my parents, both of them, English isn't their first language. They speak like kind of broken English. My dad's English is slightly better than my mom's, but he learns like these new and hip words from the internet, right? He loves going on his Chinese TikTok and stuff. And sometimes he learns like words here and there. Good night, Paul. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sleep well and good luck with your wage cage, my love. And then once he was like, Sarah, do you think I'm your sugar daddy? And I'm like, do not say that word. What the fuck do you mean? Don't say that. He's like, why? I'm your dad and I give you money. And I'm like, no. That's not what it means. That is not what it means. That's not what it means, father. Don't ever say that ever again. It's like, do you think I'm a sugar daddy? Am I your sugar daddy? I'm like, no. Please help him. Oh my god, Lord Almighty, help this guy. I can only pray that he does not whip out his new fancy internet slang when attempting to have regular conversation with normies. Another guy? Oh my gosh, her sugar daddy. I know it's very wrong because the sugar in that case, like, doesn't just mean money. I was so shocked. I was like, oh! Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. He was like, no, we can't ring shop together for your mom. People are gonna think you're my girlfriend or something. I'm like, why would they think that? Like, why? Who would think that? Hi, Remy. Long time no see. I hope you're well. Yeah, I don't know. He's weird. I think it's very much also like a cultural difference kind of thing. Like, whenever he's here, he wants to like fit in with the rest of the gang, you know? He wants to be hip. He wants to be cool. But, he tries. He really does his best, and sometimes it just does not work. No, don't say that. He knows not to use that word anymore, okay? Oh. Hip with the youngsters. Oh my gosh, he also finally asked me if he could use my Netflix to watch John Wick. Because he was like obsessed with John Wick for a bit. He's like, yeah, I watched all the John Wicks. I'm like, really? How did you have time to watch all the John Wicks in like one day? He was like, oh, I watched them on TikTok. I'm like, those like 20-minute like movie reviews on TikTok? He's like, yeah. No, that's not watching John Wick. And then the other day he was finally like, Sarah, can I watch the actual John Wick? Like, yes, finally, watch a real movie for once. No, my parents love to do that. I don't know. Is it like a older people thing? They love watching like those movie reviews that like summarize the plot of the movie. And he's like addicted to TikTok. Yeah, there's short form content and it's like someone narrating it. It's like, oh, John Wick got his dog killed and then he killed everybody else. And like it sounds like that. And sometimes like the narration is like an AI voice. I'm like, how do you sit through these? Oh my god. How can you watch this? This shit is some ass. It's always no. Sometimes they have like actual people narrating it, but yeah, nowadays it's more and more common for it to be AI voices, and it just sounds so bad. My mom would do that and then complain she got spoiled. Then what was she expecting if you're watching like a summary of an entire movie on TikTok? Yeah, I think like reviews are fine, especially if you want to know like, should I watch a movie? But he watches just like the whole darn thing on TikTok. He also watches like condensed animal documentaries. Like, why not just watch the actual documentary? I went with my mom along to buy perfume because the one I got her for Christmas ran out. The guy helping her sample dragged me and saying, you should pick one, she pays, right? Oh, you have a sugar mommy, Jiang! Oh my gosh, congratulations! Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess. People do get the wrong impressions sometimes. Especially, I guess... maybe it's a cultural thing because in the West, like... I don't know, maybe people aren't that close to their parents. Well, they're close, but just like in a different way, right? But for me, like, I don't know, I'm a hag and sometimes I still hold my mom's hand. I hold my dad's hand sometimes when we go outside. I don't know, I guess for some people that's weird. Like, I think in the past year when I went to visit China, when I visited my grandparents, my dad took me out for sightseeing, and it was really, really crowded that day because it was like a weekend and it was a tourist attraction, right? And it was so crowded, so my dad was grabbing my hand. Good night, Rory! Thank you so much for hanging out. Sleep well, sleep well. My dad was grabbing my hand so we wouldn't get separated in the crowd, and then we saw this one like toddler like fall over because somebody knocked him over and her dad wasn't holding her hand. My dad was like, look, that dad's not holding his little daughter's hand. Look at me. My daughter's pushing 30 and I'm still holding her hand. I'm like, I'm not pushing 30, Dad. Please, shut the fuck up. I'm not pushing 30. So yeah, maybe it is different, and people do get the wrong impression sometimes. I'm only 3, by the way, so I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, I'm not even pushing 30. They just like to exaggerate, okay? God. So yeah, I love my parents, and I'm happy to help them out. I'm happy to do things for them. Past 30. That is true. 330, same difference. Yeah, you just add a 0 to it. Same thing, I don't know. So yeah. Is it weird? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, if I move out, I'll miss all of this. I mean, some people do live alone, and I think that's really cool. You can have your own place, you can do whatever you want, you can have whatever pets you want, eat whatever you want. You know? Not in a rush. One day. Eventually. Right? But for now, I'm quite happy and quite content. Me alone rocks. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not independent enough. Like, I don't drive. Getting around is so frustrating. But it does seem quite nice having all that freedom. Tell that to the pet fees at my apartment complex? Well, I guess you just have to buy a house now, don't you, Thiago? Yeah, maybe I'm just too baby still. Maybe if I was less baby, I would enjoy living alone more. But then I get scared. What if in the middle of the night you hear a sound and then you think about the Conjuring movie you watched? I don't know, those are real problems you could have. What if someone breaks into your place and then you're alone? Oh. Am I supposed to just attack him with a bat by myself? Come on, be so for real here. A house in this economy? Well, maybe you should stop super chatting VTubers. Have you ever thought about that? At least you wouldn't be alone. Just buy a house. Oh, it's just robbers. Okay, they can take my material possessions, but please do not possess me, ghost. Like, house empty.
Super chat.
The door to my room shook like crazy. What? Can you expand on that story a little bit, Chaotix? Yeah, this is why you can't afford a house, Thiago. Reevaluate your finances. Yeah, I think I think I have an issue. I'm just too dependent. Or maybe I'm just not used to it. Who knows? Maybe if I started living on my own now, I would be much better at it. I was not good at it when I was younger. I was very, very bad at it. Not having anyone to tell me what to do. This was in my first and second year of university. So I was babied my whole life, and then suddenly my parents were like, bye, bitch! And I lived in my dorms. The first year I had a roommate. We shared a bathroom. She was my friend in high school, so that was okay. My whole floor was basically my high school friends, so that was okay. But my second year, I moved into like a... It was still on campus, but it was like an individual suite. So I had no roommate.
Super chat.
I need someone who's good at the economy to help me. My family is starving. Don't put 2K in super chats. No. See, well, now this is why you can't have all the pets that you want, Thiago. Come on, priorities. So yeah, I was like really just thrown into it, and I would like order 2 pizzas at like 3 a.m. and then keep them in my freezer and eat them for the rest of the week.
Treasure.
How about I do anyway? Okay, but during our meet and greet, JonJon, you shared with me that you have beat the economy, so it doesn't count for you anymore, JonJon. Stop rubbing it in my face! I hate successful people! But yeah, I don't know, I ordered 2 pizzas, 2 large pizzas, keep them in my freezer, and then just had pizza for 2 weeks. Or I would not eat dinner. It was really weird. I was not eating properly, and then I was not sleeping properly, and then I wouldn't wake up to go to any of my classes either. I'm a really big nerd, okay? I managed to salvage it, so I did end up graduating with a 4.33 GPA anyway. But like, first 2 years, I was struggling out there, and like, my mental health was ass. It didn't help that a lot of my friends back then, they were like, I don't know, they also had like sudden freedom, right? So all of them would be like going to parties, and I actually really hated that so much. They would get really drunk, and I would always have to be like the mom friend. I'd have to help them get them back home, get them back to the dorm, and it's really sleazy people at these parties too, and I was just not for it, and my mental health was so ass. Got me a lot of grippy socks. Slay! So maybe I'm just like kind of scared now. I'm just kind of like afraid of living on my own because I'm afraid I would just let myself go. Yeah, there are things that you can do to get a higher GPA. Not an honors stuff. You can do like, if you get above 100% grade average, yeah. It's really grinding. I was hardcore grinding to make up for the first 2 years because I was not having a good time. Maybe now that I'm older, I'm more mature, I can do more stuff for myself. Still can't drive though. Maybe it'll be a different experience. Oh, wait, what did Chaotix say earlier about the story? I was alone, I checked everywhere, the lights were off and no one was home, but the door to my room, including the handle, kept shaking? Are you still living in the same place right now, Chaotix? I don't know. I feel like if something like that happened to me, I would just not live there anymore. I don't know. Become homeless or something. Live under a bridge. I would not live with a ghost. Which was really funny because I don't even believe in ghosts. It was years ago. Okay. So you never figured out what happened? Was it like an apartment, like condo? Or was it like, I don't know, a bungalow? Unless a friend hugging a toilet once ain't dealing with that. I mean, once or twice is fine, but if they keep doing it, then at a certain point you're gonna be like, well, you reap what you sow, goodbye. I had a friend who got really drunk and she was like crawling up and down walls. I know that sounds crazy, but like when like a hallway is really narrow, you can kind of like Spider-Man the walls, and that's what she was doing. And she was like, I'm Spider-Man, look, I'm Spider-Man. And I had to be like, oh my god, please get down. Oh my god, please get down. Please get down. Crazy times. Buddies kept thinking I was screwing with them. We were on the second floor, but their neighbors weren't there at the time either. Do you think it could have been like, I don't know, the wind? Yeah. Alcohol does. I know, right? Like, please, for the love of God, don't do that. This is so embarrassing. Don't do that. Let's live in the wind. Yeah, I'm like not superstitious. I don't believe in like the supernatural. But sometimes it gets in my head and I'm like, okay, but what if? But what if, you know? It would really suck if I was wrong. And all the doors and windows. Okay, what if it was like an earthquake, but it targeted only that door and nothing else? But some people do have like really crazy like stories, and I'm always like, I'm not saying you're making that up, but you're kind of making that up right now. And it's true, it could have been a very small earthquake. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my garage, I have a door to my garage, and this one summer I was here with my brother. So my parents were in China. They were spending the summer together, and my brother, he didn't fucking do shit, okay? He never fucking does shit. So I had to do everything. Like, that includes like a lot of the yard work. So I go in and out of the garage a lot. And I know every single night I would close the door to my garage. And then the next morning I would wake up and the garage door would be open. And I would be like, dude, are you like going to the garage in the middle of the night or whatever? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, no, I don't even know how to disarm the security system. I can't even take the dog outside in the middle of the night. And I'm like, okay, you know what? That makes sense. So yeah, it was so scary. Every single morning I would wake up and the garage door would be open. And I thought like, maybe there is someone. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would come in just to open this garage door and not like steal or take anything. But maybe someone just needed like. No. It wasn't like the big garage doors for like the car. It was like a regular door. It was the door that leads to my yard. Just a regular door. It wasn't the big garage door. So it had like a knob. No, but I closed it tightly. And I know I closed it tightly. I didn't lock it because I didn't think that was necessary. But yeah, the side door. Yeah, side door. And you have to sleep. Good luck. Thank you, Harper. Sleep well. Bye. And I was like, maybe someone's just like... Okay, so I guess I should give context. So my garage is detached from my actual house. So it's in the back. It's like one of those like side garage, not attached to the house. So there's a side door that leads to the yard. So it doesn't so I didn't lock it. It doesn't lead to like the inside of the house at all or anything, right? So every single morning I would go there and the door would be like open and I'd be like, what the fuck is happening? But I have a dog, and anytime like anyone even comes close to my house, my dog will like bark like crazy. So I know like, okay, there's no one here because my dog is fine. It's normal. So I put a security camera in there. I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna put the security camera in here. I'm doing all of this on my own, by the way, because my brother's fucking useless as fuck. But then I see nothing. I like stay up the whole night, but I'm playing League of Legends. So I stay up and I have the feed on my other monitor, just looking at it. I was so scared, okay? I was like, okay, but what if it's a ghost? What if I actually see a dude? Like, what if I actually see something? Like, what do I do if I actually see something, right? And there was nothing. I was like, oh my fucking god, thank god there's nothing. But the next morning, the door was fucking open. The door was still open, and I was like, fuck me in the ass. I don't know what's going on. And then I talked to my neighbor. I was like, hey, do you know if people have been like, I don't know, rummaging through your garage at all? Because every morning I woke up, my garage door is open. No, I didn't go to sleep that night. I stayed up until like 6, 7 a.m. and then I went out to check. So I stayed up the whole night. I was playing League of Legends. But I stayed up. No, I had the live feed pulled up on my second monitor. So I know it was recording for sure. Yeah, I stayed up just for that. I was like, I have to be sure, like, what is going on? If we have, like, a squatter, I can't just let the squatter live here, right? Or maybe it's a ghost. I don't know. But there's no one. I took my dog with me, of course. Well, it wasn't like the door was swung open or anything, right? It was just, like, not in the hinges. It was like open, but it wasn't like swinging open. So I don't think I could have seen that teeny tiny motion on the camera. The lights were off too, so it was like really blurry feed. But if it was a person, I definitely could have seen like a person, or even if it was like an animal or something, right? But there was nothing. Well, I didn't want to go to sleep knowing that maybe I have a squatters in my house, right? I was like, I gotta figure this out. This has happened way too many times. I gotta figure it out. So I stayed up to watch. Yeah. It just cracked open like that. I was like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening? So I asked my neighbor, and my neighbor said something that scared me even more. He was like, yeah, a few years back, like, there's this person that lives in my neighborhood, but not, like, directly around me. But he's like, yeah, there's this one person, he, like, gets drunk a lot at night, and he used to, like, break into people's garages. He used to, like, rummage through people's trash cans and stuff. So could he be like back now? And I was like, what? It's like, but I didn't see anyone on the feed, right? And yeah, I was really scared. I had my neighbor come over and like take a look, and he's like this old dude, and he was like, he like inspected my garage, he inspected my door. He was like, well, you see, the door and the hinges, it's kind of misaligned, probably due to like the weather. You know, maybe when it's too cold or too hot, it like expands and it shrinks. So, could just be because of the weather. And, yeah, I don't think it's anyone breaking into your house. I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I guess that could happen, right? So that night, I closed the door really tight, and then I used tape to like tape it closed, right? Because I thought like if it was actually some person like forcing it I also tried locking it, but it was still open. But I guess it makes sense if like the lock thing is misaligned a little bit too. So I taped it, and I was like, okay, if someone is forcing it open, they would force the tape open. But if it was just because like the weather or like the temperature, then I don't think it can like break this tape, right? So I taped it, and then it worked. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, thank god. Oh my god. I did not have a squatter, and I did not have a ghost, thankfully. I will not leave my dog out. What? My dog sleeps with me. Ain't no way I'm leaving my dog out. No. Yeah, but oh my god, I was so scared. I was actually freaking out, and my brother did not help me at all. He was like, I'm playing games. It's like, okay, whatever. My parents weren't here, and I was like, I have to go talk to my neighbors. I need a responsible adult, because this is freaking me out. Yeah, the anti-ghost tape. Yeah, it wasn't a ghost, thank god. It wasn't a squatter, thank god. It was just the door, and the door frame was a little bit misaligned, and I guess the weather, sometimes it happens. Yeah, I was detectiving it out. Going to the bathroom becomes hard. No, sometimes it do be like that. But yeah. That was my semi-ghost story. It ended up not being a ghost. I think I would have been more freaked out if, like, it was a squatter compared to a ghost. Because, I don't know, maybe it was a friendly ghost. No! This was when I was younger, like when I was a teen. And my dad was working, and my mom, I think my brother was like at school. I don't know why I wasn't at school that day. My mom was like, okay, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I guess maybe I was sick because she didn't take me. She was like, okay, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. And then I thought she left, and I was in bed, but then I kept hearing like noises, like people walking around, and like noises in the kitchen. And I was like, oh my god. There's someone in the house. Someone broke in. And I was very close to calling 911, but I called my mom instead. I was like, Mom, I think there's someone in the house. And she was like, shut the fuck up, it's me. Imagine if I just called the police. It's like, why would you tell me you're going grocery shopping if you're not going grocery shopping? Yeah, but it gave me a heart attack. I almost died. I was so scared. I was like, oh, what's going on? Because I swear I heard like the door open and close. I swear I heard my mom leave too, you know? God, that was very scary. No, I think I just have a lot of anxiety. So the teeniest, tiniest things make me really scared. Yeah, I don't know why the house makes noises in the middle of the night either. That's also scary. But my biggest fear, earthquakes. I am very, very scared of earthquakes. But I think it was like literally within like the past year, I experienced like 3 like tiny earthquakes. Before that, it was all like, okay, but what if? What if there's an earthquake? What if there's an earthquake, right? But the past year, I actually felt like the shake of like 3 small ones. The first one, I was on my period. I think I just got my period and it hurt so bad. I woke up in the middle of the night to sit on the toilet and have a very big period poop. For those of you who don't know, period poop, terrible. Very, very bad. You don't want those. And I was, yeah, woman debuff. I was dying. It was like 3 a.m. And then on the toilet, everything shook. And I was like, huh? It was very, very brief though. It was very loud. Like you hear it first before you feel it. I did not know that. I was on the toilet and I was like, okay, so that happened. But I was in so much pain. And you know what? In hindsight, that's probably not the thing you should do after experiencing an earthquake. But I got up. When I went back to bed, I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. I can't do this. Like, maybe the earthquake should just take me. And then I went back to sleep. Second time was I was actually recording for, I think, Remia's Overcooked tournament. I was in a Discord call with Amaya and we were playing Overcooked. And at first I thought it was the washing machine because the laundry room is directly underneath my streaming room. But I told my mom, like, I'm streaming, so she knows not to do the laundry then, right? So it's like, what is happening? Why is everything shaking? And then I was like, oh my gosh, Amaya, I think there's an earthquake. And she was like, what? What's happening? What's going on? I was like, I think I'm gonna BRB, you know? And then I was like, sorry, Amaya, I don't think I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna, like, wait it out to see how it goes. But yeah, that was my second experience with an earthquake. And then, good night, Nico. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have fun in the wage cage tomorrow. And then the third time, it was also in the middle of the night. I was microwaving one of those like microwavable heat packs because it was really cold and my toes are really cold. And I heard it first. This time, like I was experienced this time around. I heard it. It's like a really loud rumbling, kind of like what Aaron Yeager wanted to do. Hi, turkeys. I heard it and I was like, oh, earthquake. And then I felt it and I was like, ah, okay. Back to bed I go now. So, every day, I live in fear. Every single day, I'm like, whoo, big fear, big fear. I think it's also because my mom, when she was younger, she lived through like a really, 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 really big earthquake. And it left her... Well, she wasn't hurt in it, but in the aftermath of it, because they had to live in shelters and stuff, the condition was really, really bad. She got really sick, and it left her paralyzed from the waist down for like a year or something. She always likes to talk about that, you know? She's like, when I was a baby, I lived through an earthquake and I got paralyzed. And I think it just like traumatized me so bad. Yeah. So now I'm like... Don't traumatize your kids like that, okay? Yeah, and she loves talking about it. She also likes talking about that one time she was on her way to school and then she really had to go. Like she had a really bad stomachache just out of nowhere. And then she shot out a tapeworm. And that has traumatized me so much. Like it was back in the days, you know, and she was just like in like behind a bush and she was pushed out a tapeworm and I'm like, oh! Like, why would you tell me this? I did not need to know this. Oh my god, I did not need to know this, Mom. Yeah, so tapeworms, also a very big fear. Oh, wow, I wish I was deaf. Yeah, be careful. Yes, we found... Yeah, it's definitely my mom. My mom also likes to go on her Chinese TikToks. And I don't know if it's just a TikTok thing or if it's like her algorithm. But she has like a lot of really unhinged stuff. Like, true crime videos. She has like uncensored like footages of like accidents. And she'd be like, oh my god, Sarah, look at this. Like, I did not need to see that. Like, why are you showing me this? I don't want to see this. So yeah, definitely from my mother. I don't know what that is, Hoppy, and I'm afraid to Google it. But at least it's from fish, you know? At least it's not from your intestines. Yeah, there was this like really bad traffic accident. Well, I wouldn't even call it an accident. It was like on purpose. It's like an attack. In my hometown from China, and she somehow found like the traffic footage of it. And she was like, "Oh my god, Sarah, come look at this." And I thought it was like a movie. I thought it was fake. Like the car drove into a crowd and that I literally saw somebody explode in half once they hit the pavement. And I was like, oh, what movie is this from? And she was like, do you not recognize this place? You've been here before. And I was like, like it was like really grainy footage. It wasn't like clear or anything. It was like, you know, traffic cam quality, but I was like, oh, that guy exploded on impact. So please never show this to me again. And the next time she sees something like this, she's still like, oh my god, I can't look at this. Piss me off so bad. Piss me off so bad. Piss me off so bad. I don't want to see this. Yeah, it was very scary. Don't show me any of that. Yeah, I'm like so confused. How is it just allowed? I know, both of them are silly pilled. Maybe that's why I came out ultra silly pilled. Guys, I really don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm so sad. Right? Okay, who in chat, I know we're gonna get a lot of sames, but who in chat is actually excited to go to work tomorrow? Okay, but that's getting a paycheck. You don't have to go into work to get your paycheck. I mean, at least not tomorrow, right? Like, they don't hand you, like, a physical paycheck. Do you work from home because of office maintenance? Fucking hell. Already at work? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you work every day, don't you, Bacon? From what I remember. Gonna make the money, I guess. Sometimes I enjoy the vibes with my coworkers. No, I agree. I love my coworkers a lot, but I would rather, you know, not have to go into work. You still get handed a physical paycheck? Can I ask what you do, Matthew? That's crazy. Work from home, I don't mind as long as it's not Mondays. Damn, what do you guys do for your work from home jobs? When can I get a work from home job? I say as I used to have a work from home job. Now what if you lose it? So front desk work? Yeah, but why isn't it just like direct deposited into your bank? Yeah, do you still use a fax machine? Are you at work, Hides? You should do your job. Actually, fuck capitalism. Don't do your job. Quit right now. Really? Because I've worked... I don't know. I've worked some pretty small jobs. Like, for some small stores before. Guess maybe. Maybe if they're really, really tiny. Code? Damn, okay. IT? Damn, okay. Don't got the brain for that. Always poop on company time? That is so true. Always poop on company time. Never poop when it's your break, by the way. But aren't like those office jobs asking people to come back to work? I barely see any capital letters. Yeah, people are kind of lazy. We hate capitalism here. Trust? Okay. Maybe, I don't know. It's not a good time to pivot into tech, guys. To poop and then take your break? Exactly. Yeah, and it sucks! They actually closed the physical building? That's crazy. Is that like a sign that they're going to... Not to jinx it, but eventually shut the branch down or something? You're a landlord? Oh my gosh. Worst kind of capitalism, question mark? It's not a good time for anything? Yeah, it's not even a good time to be a cute anime girl on the internet, if I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever they close, like, offices, it's always like they're downsizing, they're laying a bunch of people off. And is it a good time for it? I think it's a good time to be a bum. Always a good time to be a bum. Get your I don't even know what you get when you're a bum. Do you even get anything when you're a bum? Hey, I gotta pee really quick and then I'll be back, okay? Oh my gosh, it's already 12? I want to keep yapping. Let's yap a little bit longer. But I have to pee first. Be right back. While I'm gone, let's talk about how excited you are to go to work tomorrow. Or how excited you are at work right now.
Super chat. chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat. Yippee! Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
I peed really, really hard, guys. John, Thiago, Silent, Cockman, Matthew, Apple, Smoky, Patu, and Thiago. Thank you guys so much for the pea soups. Pee. And Bev, thank you so much for becoming a Ceratonin. Mwah. I love you guys. And condolences, good. Look how hard I can pay. Did not know that P was censored. What? Damn. It's like when they censor random ass words and I'm like, okay, but this other word is allowed? Cool. Excellent use of company time. Exactly. My long ass P. Good for padding my stream time. When did we just have 4 hours of peeing? Gaming words are always allowed. Okay. So, here's the plan, guys. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go to work. And then, I'm gonna try to stream my roleplay ASMR stream in the nighttime. And then, after that, I'm gonna go to work again. I know. 2 days in a row, oh my gosh. How does she do it? And I'm gonna edit an ASMR video. Yeah. If I'm feeling Poggers Champion, I might stream on Friday. It'll probably be one of those morning streams. I wanna play Pokemon, but we'll see how I'm feeling. But if not, I will definitely at least get my ASMR video edited so I can post that Friday night. Okay, Friday at 9 p.m. PDT, we'll have an ASMR video. This month's theme, Car Buddies and Ceravants already know. But,
oh, you like my deep voice, hey?
But, it'll be a workout ASMR. It's quite long. But maybe for those of you who are on that grind, you'll appreciate it. Crazy! Thank you so much for 4 months. Kai Buddy, thank you. Mwah. No, that's Daddy.
That's actually daddy to you? Hello?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try to get the Ceravant video recorded, and I don't know how much I'll edit this one because it's just raw audio on this new mic, but I'll try to post it before the end of the month. I've been really slacking, guys, but thank you for the support. Do my best to give you guys a good one once again. But this month, you'll just be my guinea pigs. Matthew! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for becoming a Kaya Buddy. If you check the community tab, you can find links to all of the previous wallpapers. I don't think they expire, so you can download them. I actually just released a brand new one last night for this month, and it's really good. If you guys are into yanderes, there's a little bit of blood, but I think it's really good, especially since we're heading into October and Spirit Halloween is popping up everywhere. Time to get into the Halloween season, guys. It's so good, right? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with it. But the next couple of ones coming out, not to like hype it up too much, but it's quite good. It's quite spicy. You know what? It's fine. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. Well, not a peek, but I'll tell you what it is. So I'll tell you the themes. So we have a succubus theme coming up, and it's by a really, really incredible artist. They do a lot of 18 plus artwork. This one's obviously not going to be 18 plus, but it's really good. It's very spicy. And then we have another one coming up that's going to be an onsen theme. So again, very spicy. You have seen this artist before. They've done work for me that I've really, really loved. It was a skep artwork, but now I'm actually commissioning them for a full illustration. So I don't know. Get your memberships, guys. And I think I'm going... I know it says in the thing that we have a poll for ASMR themes. I haven't been doing a poll because I'm trying to get through the themes that people suggested during our membership opening stream, like our membership celebration. People gave me a whole bunch of different ideas. So I'm trying to get through that. But I think I'm going to put out a poll for some new themes that we can explore together as well. Yeah, so if you're not a member yet, what are you doing? Yeah, just a little bit money hungry because times are rough, but I get it. Times are rough for everyone. Yes, Donathon will be in November during my... yes, this is members only content, but not the Donathon. The Donathon is for everyone. It'll be in November during my 1-year anniversary. If all goes well, I'll be debuting my new outfits, new assets, and we'll be celebrating, and it'll be really, 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 really fun. Yeah, I've been really so depressed, so down in the dumps, and I don't know. Hasn't been easy planning this. It's kind of frustrating, actually. I'm still trying to figure out the merch situation, which is pissing me off, kind of. But it's been hard. I've thought about, like, just not doing it. Just canceling it. We're not gonna have a donathon. I don't know. I'm just so... Even if we don't have a donathon, we'll have a fun celebration. And we'll celebrate our 1 year together, so don't worry about that. But fingers crossed all goes well. And my mental health does not shit itself. The members only ASMR? Yeah, those are the test streams. I'm gonna use you guys to test something else as well. Not just the microphone, but makes me so nervous every time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I want things to go back to normal already, which is probably not gonna happen anytime soon, but no Debbie Downers here. You guys are so cute. Thank you. Thank you so much. Blessed to have such silly-pilled serotonins like all of you. Now you're making me all shy and I don't know what to say anymore. Stop that. Not cool, buddy boy. I've been saying buddy boy a lot. I don't even know why. One of my coworkers, she really likes calling who the fuck? Somebody just requested me. Sorry, I just got a notification from my work email. Somebody just requested me for a really, really weird position. Because I'm on call, so people can request me at different schools and different locations. And I don't even know who this is. Because normally people who know me request me. And they have like my employee ID and everything. I don't even know who this is. And they're requesting me for several days. At this school that I've never been to. For this position that I've never even worked as. You don't have to request. I'm already yours, silly. So, I don't know. A little bit sus. It could be a recommendation, maybe. What the heck even is this? It's quite far. I don't think I'm gonna take it. Sorry, random person. I also don't want to work. I guess working... Working can't hurt me, right? We're having all the time. Same TBH. Working hurts me mentally. Oh. Yeah, I have this coworker who keeps saying like, buddy, buddy, buddy. And now I'm just saying buddy all the time. More time working means less league. We know the good decision. Exactly. We know the good and the responsible decision here, guys. What's your offer? Okay, let me check my list. Yeah, work really sucks. Any sugar daddies in chat? Any sugar daddies in chat? Emerald won't hit itself. Well, like, I'm already green, so technically I'm already emerald. I can give you 350. If I was, I wouldn't be working either. Struggles. Working to be a sugar daddy. Okay, but like, how do you work to be a sugar daddy? I feel like if you're a sugar daddy, you should just already be rich. Otherwise, you don't qualify. Where is that generational wealth that you can just throw around? Sarah's dad, you call it? Shut the fuck up. Hey, don't say that to me. Someone get Sarah's dad to chat and stream, I'm gonna kill you. And that's a threat. Yeah, we only have generational trauma here, no generational wealth. Do you guys know anyone with generational wealth? I don't, but I would like to. So, if you know anyone, you should like introduce us maybe. If I ever win the lottery, I'm not gonna say anything. But there would be signs, like a billion new outfits, billion super chats all over. It doesn't even matter if I watch the streamer or not. There will be signs. I called dibs. Get your own. You can't share. Can now play. Yeah. Well, I mean... Dread playing 8 hours of League of Legends a day could either mean that I did win the lottery, or maybe you need to call someone for a mental health check.
Super chat.
I know a girl who does crypto. Did that give her generational wealth? Get yourself something nice. Crazy, you're so sweet to me. Thank you. I'm very greedy. Uh-huh. Okay, buddy. I'm back to saying buddy now. There would be signs and it's a mountain of VTuber merch? Exactly, there would be signs. I choose to believe it's the good version. You're so optimistic. That's so sweet.
Wow, thank you so much for the treasure.
Best I can do is stream fitty. Thank you, Matthew. You're so sweet to me. Oh my gosh. What about a car and learning to drive? If I won the lottery, you think I'd be driving myself around? I just Uber everywhere. Caught myself. I was gonna call you buddy again. Yeah, if I won the lottery. I mean, I feel like even if I win the lottery, I wouldn't be able to just hire a driver. Like, that wouldn't be like long term, right? I don't know. I guess it depends on like how much I win, how big of a jackpot it is. But I can definitely afford at least Uber. I'll be your driver. Well, you gotta move here. Can't drive me from all the way. I don't know where you're from. United States? Are you interested in New Silent Hill? Good question. I actually really am. It looks really good. I'm just too scared. I don't think I can play it, but I'll definitely watch other people play it. Driving a nice car is cooler. I don't really like cars, so it's kind of like to me. As long as I can get places, you know. I'd rather spend the money on 5 hot dogs that are ginormous with a lot of relish. 'Cause it's green. You can choose to receive it in lump sum. I think a lump sum is always worth, right? Because you can like reinvest it rather than the monthly payments. I guess you could do that with monthly payments too, but that's slow. If I won the lottery, I'd improve public transport. Okay, how much are you winning? Because I don't know, like a couple million? You're not really gonna do much, buddy. I guess if they're like on-call drivers, maybe. I was thinking of like, I don't know, housing a driver for the rest of their lives. I've been looking into scary games, but everything is like first person and it gets me so sick. But the Silent Hill does look pretty fun. Scary though. I don't know, if you win, like, I think how it works here is if you win the big jackpot, they don't like tax you that much. So, give me all my money! Faith? Oh yeah, I watched Markiplier play Faith actually. No, I don't think that's how it works, Cockman. Nuh-uh. Yeah, over here, I think like if it hits like a certain amount, they don't. I don't actually know how it works, but I know that there's there's a way to get around it. Faith? Should I play Faith? But it's scary. I mean, I guess that's the point, right? Why would you play a scary game that's not scary? Why do you want me to shit my pants so bad? Okay. I'll see if I can get perms for that. I don't think it should be too hard to get perms for that. You know what is actually really scary? League of Legends. So, what if we play League of Legends? Or, I don't know, Wage Cage Simulator. That also seems really scary. I don't know if there's a game like that, but I'm sure we can find one, right? That's really scary, terrifying, right? Or we could relive childhood trauma. That's also really scary. Yeah, and doing taxes. That's scary. So yeah, I don't think we have to play a horror game to be spooked. Yeah, but they can't be fun. A lot of wage cage simulators are fun. We don't want a fun one. The popular one right now is, I don't know, that water park simulator, right? Who the heck is Nectarine? Sarah, Papers, Please. My brain is way too small. There's no way I could play Papers, Please and still talk to chat at the same time. What if he talked about feelings? Absolutely terrifying. I talk about my feelings all the time. What do you mean? I was so sleepy. Starting to feel a little bit nauseous. The pills. The pills! Don't do that. If I do that, I'll throw up on my mic. Apparently you get banned if you throw up on stream. Is that like only on Twitch? But what if I just can't help it? Yeah, I don't know. When I used to be on antidepressants, I had to try like so many different ones. And at the end, I ended up going cold turkey and just like raw dogging life. I've been raw dogging my mental health ever since because... Good night, Jung! I'm gonna go to sleep soon too, so you're not gonna be missing much. Sleep well, okay? Been raw dogging life ever since. But the side effects were always so bad. Don't do that. You should stick it out, you know? Even if it's bad, just try different dosages, try different kinds of meds. That's my professional opinion as a professional, but as a VTuber, I'm gonna say, man, shit sucks. I tried so many different kinds, so many different dosages, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna raw dog it, and now here we are. It worked. Terrible advice. Never give that advice to anyone, by the way. But if it works, it works. Yeah, just pretend like it doesn't exist, and you'll be fine. I think, no matter what medication I was on, I would always get cold sweats. Like, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd be drenched in sweat and I'd be freezing, like, every single night. And then I was like, okay, but this, like, makes me want to jump off a cliff in Minecraft even more. So, what if I just don't do this? And then I stopped. So that's my lore. Exactly. Just eat a gem, become a carbuncle, and enjoy life as an anime girl on the internet. It's not that hard, guys. Truly inspirational, sweaty Sarah. Yeah, but this was like not good sweaty. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. This was like really, really ass. Oh. Okay, I should probably end soon. I think we should all become anime girls on the internet, everybody. It's good for your mental health. It's good for socializing, especially because I don't like socializing IRL. It's a really good place to trauma dump, and sometimes you make a little bit of money. You will make more money if you just worked a regular job, but hey, at least you're an anime girl on the internet. Yeah, become best girl. It's not that hard, guys. Socializing isn't going to your card shop. That sounds like fun, honestly. Yeah, put yourself out there. I'm proud of you. It's gonna be so hard to like socialize and expand your social circle as an adult. But like, there are definitely ways to do that. Okay? And you'll thank yourself for it. Oh, sneeze. No sneeze. Ugh. Yeah. Go to your card shop. Join clubs. It's silly. I say all of this because it's good advice to give. That doesn't mean I take any of this advice, okay? So, do what you will. Well, thank you, Orange. Bless you too. You know what? Bless everyone. Since we're not raptured today, bless. Bless, 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 bless. Yeah, make a Ceratonin hangout. You can talk about how much you hate League of Legends and how she won't shut the fuck up about it. And you guys can like be that meme where you're trying to figure out something and you're like connecting like the dots. Like, who's her real boyfriend? Her brother? Her dad? Random people? It'll be fun. It could still happen. I don't think so. You're in this stream. It's already too late for you, Orange. I'm so sorry. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but it's much too late. Her dog? Oh my gosh. The squatter in her garage. Why did you retract your message so fast? Couldn't even read it. Perry the platypus? Man, I could go for a platypus boyfriend. Platypus are so cute. I don't even know what they are. Yeah, clearly it's Gojo. That's why he's a T3 sub. Well, he's not a T4 sub. I feel like Gojo, you know, he has a whole clan, he has a job, he's the strongest sorcerer in the world. I don't know, I just feel like he could probably afford a T4 sub if he really wanted to, but hey, I'm not complaining. Gojo? Koraidon? No, that's just my motorcycle, sorry. Platypus is platypi. You know what's really funny? I went to a field trip in high school to our aquarium, and we got to like, it was part of the field trip was the actual aquarium. Part of the field trip was going to the back of the aquarium where you get to see some of the research being done. And then one of the researchers that was showing us around, she was like, okay, so who thinks the plural of octopus is octopi? And everyone was like, yeah, it's octopi. They were like, it's actually octopuses. And we were like, apparently it has something to do with like science and like naming and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember the explanation, but we were like, octopuses? You're jorking me. What if I say octopussies, huh? Who's gonna stop me? Same brain! Let's go! Octopussy, great movie? That's a movie? What are you watching? Say peacock? I know what Pats and I say poopcock. I hate you. That's so bad. Never say that again. Has to do with the language root? Huh. Okay, but what about octopussies? That's an actual movie? If I Google it... Okay, I'm gonna Google it with a movie in the back. Who named this? Who named this? I hate it. I hate it. I do not need to know that this is real. Oh my gosh, I hate it. Well, you can be anything you want to be when you grow up, son. Even an octopussy. I hate that so much. Imagine inviting someone to watch this movie. Damn. They have to be joking, right? They can't be serious. For real, for real. I don't think I've ever seen any James Bond movies, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe like not voluntarily. Maybe with my parents when I was younger. But I've never been like, oh man, I sure could go for a James Bond movie. But also I'm not their target I'm also not their target audience, so... There's someone called Miss Moneypenny. That's also my name. Hi everybody, my name is Miss Moneypenny, and I am the carbuncle VTuber of GLOBIE's Gen 3, Morveria, Miss Moneypenny. Here's my genmate, Octopussy. It's Octopussy and Miss Moneypenny against the world. Trying to read the plot, but I'm not getting it, guys. I'm not getting it. The fuck? Kaden! Thank you so much for becoming a Ceratonin, Kaden! Welcome! We're definitely not a cult. This is why we aren't being raptured. If we were a cult, we would be raptured. What are we testing? Test. Alright, I should probably end things off here. I'm starting to feel a little bit dizzy. Kisses. Right. Okay. We'll do the Ceravant kisses tomorrow. I'll give 2 kisses out during our ASMR streams at the end. I'll go to sleep.
Oh my god.
Thank you guys for yapping with me. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for making fun of Octopussy with me. IDP. Thank you for being silly. And tomorrow we're gonna do our ASMR stream. And it'll also be silly. Go get some rest if it's nighttime for you. Otherwise, have a good day, okay? Remember, we hate capitalism, so we are not going to work. Mike! Where were you the past 4 hours? Imagine if I took attendance like I do at school. Okay. What's it call your name? Make sure you say here. Alright. Good night, everybody. Take care. I'm gonna lay down in bed. Would be cooked. Better not see you show up in anyone else's class, aka stream, and not my stream. And put it in the system so we can all see it together, you know? Yeah. Good night, everybody. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being silly with me. Love you guys a lot, okay? Care about you a lot. Take care of yourselves. And don't go to work. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Pee-pee poo-poo. Wait just a darn second. We're raiding, I think. I think if people are still streaming. Okay, let's raid. Let's raid into Mercy. Miss Mercy is playing I Hate My Waifu streamer. Scary. Can we? Thank you. Good night, everybody. Don't hate your waifus, okay? Bye-bye.